You're listening to 90 Day Fiance Fridays.
Hey now, can y'all hear me? Because I'm on a brand new mic.
I can hear you.
How do I sound?
You actually sound way better.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, and then I have another question. Do you hear anything in the background?
No.
Okay, because I turned on like noise canceling because I do have like my little space heater on.
Got it. No, I can't hear anything.
And I do sound like better sharper than previous.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, that's exciting.
It is exciting.
So the people that are listening, please comment in the live comments and tell me if I sound better than what you're used to. Because I'm curious to know.
Yeah, you sound much sharper.
Okay, then I think all of us are gonna have to get this mic.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, so just I mean, people that are super fans of us that pay attention to everything we post probably already know that George isn't gonna make it tonight because he's traveling.
Yes. He is. He is traveling.
But 90 Day Fiance Fridays is a way of life, so it's hard to like not do the show.
It is. So, I mean, you guys have me here today, so I'm like a substitute for George.
Yeah, so it'll be a different because well, George definitely has a gift of gab,
He
so
does.
it'll probably be a different show that you're used to.
Yeah. But I met George last night.
I know that was so. Was that surreal?
Oh my god, it was so crazy because it was so funny because I brought Mr. Coco with me. Because I was like, let's just go out, like let's have fun. And we ended up meeting in downtown Vegas, which is George has never been to Fremont Street. So
Mhm.
I was like, okay, we have to go and it's gonna be insane. So we met up, we got drinks, we just started talking, just like it felt very surreal, like, oh, George is next to me. And then it was really funny because we head to the casino
Mhm.
and there's like these 80-year-old men there. And
You
George
were in
was just like,
heaven. It's like,
oh my god. I was like, George, look at him. And he's like, oh my god, you're really into this. I'm like, yeah. Hello.
George is like, drop the act. We know you're not
No,
into 80-year-old men.
there was a man in like literally in one of those like mobile scooters, and he's like, uh-oh, Steve. He's like, you have competition right there, and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna kick him. I'm gonna steal his key so he can't start his scooter. It was just like, you know what? They just like they actually hit it off really well, and we ended up going to a really nice restaurant.
Mhm.
And we just had fun, and we're gonna do it again. It was awesome meeting George. Honestly, he's really funny. He's really funny. So
Yeah, no,
it happened.
I definitely felt like I was missing out. Though in my defense,
Uh-huh.
if you're wondering what I was doing that day, it was my dad's birthday, so I went and saw him in the long-term care home.
Oh.
So yeah,
Oh.
at least I had a good excuse, right?
No, yeah. I mean, but we definitely have to do a trip.
Mm.
But yeah, it was so much fun. Honestly, I was just it felt like I've known George for so long, and
Mhm.
it was just like it was just like having drinks with a mate. It was great. So yeah, he'll tell you.
Yeah, that was the one thing reason we were like anxious to get George on because we wanted to get his
Oh,
story too. You know.
oh no, I was pointing at all the men with the canes and like the mobile scooters, and I was like, oh, look at him, look at him, look at him.
Mm.
So it was fun.
And like George had he was with his friend too or something.
Yeah, she was awesome. We all just started just hanging out, got drinks. I actually drank like a pina colada and I had an espresso martini, so
Hmm.
I was off my ass.
Did he like Fremont Street?
Oh my god, yeah. So it was really he was just like, "Oh my god, what is this?" And he turns around and there's a pregnant nun with her tits out, literally. And he's like, "Is that a nun with her tits out? And is she pregnant?" And then I was like, "George, we haven't even gone to see the girls with the whips." And he's like, "What are you talking about, whips?" And
Hmm.
so as we walked through the whole Fremont Street, and literally, like, there were these two girls in fishnet stockings with whips, and they were like, I was like, I was like, look, George. He's like, oh my God, this place is insane. Like, he was so like shocked. He was so shocked. And we ended up going to this like we stopped by this kind of like store, like, you know, with like shirts and shit. And a few of the shirts, one of them said autistic and ready to fuck. And the other one said, don't bully me, I'll come. And he's like, oh my God, we have to wear these. So yeah, no. But I mean, it's fun. It was fun. It was very surreal.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was great.
Yeah, well, I was the one that always hypes up Fremont Street, so I'm glad y'all
I
went there.
know, it's so much fun. He's like, there's live concerts. And I was like, yeah, like, I mean, also, this was insane. There were so many people on Fremont Street because apparently the same time we arrived, there's like a rugby thing, and there was like probably 800 people outside Circa. Like literally, like they had like they wouldn't let this tour bus go because it was like these rugby players, and I'm like, ugh, rugby, I don't care. But it was massive. It was insane. It was insane. There was so it was very busy last night. For a Thursday night, it was totally insane.
Yeah, no, I
do want to say one thing though of what he said to me that made me laugh my ass off, because I was trying to find him when I first got there, and he's like, I'm like, hey, like, so I'm gonna be at so and so. He's like, yeah, I'm in the building with the lights. I'm like, George, that does not help me. He's like, I'm the one with all the flashing lights. I was like, you're in downtown Vegas. That's like literally the gas station. I'm sorry.
right? Yeah, and it's a shame that Lauren wasn't around.
Yeah, we discussed Lauren too, so that was interesting.
Because yeah, that would even be weirder.
Oh my God, I would have like literally fucking died. I mean, I would have died, so you know.
Like, is your man aware of Lauren, like his character or whatever?
So no, so it's one thing we talked about because he's not really into reality, but I mean, he did know about Lauren, and but yeah, it was just like he had no clue about really like reality TV. So we were just, it was like talking to like a wall. He's like, what's that?
You know,
I was
and
like, he
then
goes by Gonorrhea Boy. Okay, he's Gonorrhea Boy. Get it right.
and then like George, he was wearing a jacket that had, it was like a playing card design or some shit.
No, he didn't. He switched out of it. But when he met me, but he did show me that jacket, and I thought that was like, I was like, oh my God, that is amazing. That's so perfect for Vegas. But yeah, Vegas is wild, guys. It's fun. I enjoy going out and, you know, dancing on the Fremont Street. Like I was like, George, I'm next to the twerking gorilla. He's like, what? He's like, what is going on here?
like how I don't know if you want to put his like business out in the streets, but like how drunk did he get?
He didn't seem drunk, but he told me he had quite a few drinks before coming to meet me. So I was like, okay, well, I haven't drank in 6 months, so let's see where the night goes. And I had like a pina colada and espresso martini, and I was like ready to dance. I was just like I don't know. I felt like it was an American Horror Asylum.
True. Oh, by the way, JLP's here, just for the record.
I know, JLP.
Hello.
What's up?
How is everyone doing?
We're good. By the way,
Good.
JLP, do I sound different or better?
You sound the same. I must have come in a couple seconds after I saw the tweets about how you sounded.
No, because I got a brand new fancy mic, so I'm just curious if I sound like that.
Okay. Well, you sound really nice and fancy then.
Thank you. I wanted to make sure I got my money's worth, you know.
Yeah. How's everybody doing?
Good.
I'm hungover, man.
You saw
You're hungover.
JLP. You saw the photo of George and
Yeah,
Coco?
I'm so jealous. I love Fremont Street.
I know.
I love it. I went to Vegas, but it was during COVID. But not like everybody. You couldn't tell it was during COVID. You know, a handful of people had masks and everybody else was free balling, whatever. and I was with my husband, and he took pictures with the stripper chicks. They
Yeah.
have their butt cheeks out and
Yep.
everything. My sister took a picture with there's like a Chippendales booth, and you go in there. We took a
Yep.
picture with one of the Chippendale strippers,
Yep.
and we did the sky
Oh, the
diving thing.
Slotzilla. Oh, fuck no. George wanted to do that, and I was
Yeah,
like,
you
fucking
go
no.
from one end to the other on like
you did that, JLP?
yeah, what do they call it? It's
The
not sky.
Slotzilla.
Yeah, whatever that thing
It's
is.
like you're in a
Yeah,
harness, and then you
Slotzilla.
Yes,
fly
yes,
across
yes,
the
yes.
roof.
Yeah, I forgot what they call it, but that's what we did. Went from one side to the other.
Was it
Uh,
scary?
yeah. You thinking if I fall, I'm gonna be flat in the middle of all these people, you
You're gonna
know?
Well,
die. You're gonna.
my thing about that is like, what if someone's like super drunk and they just throw up on people because you're ziplining through the whole
Yeah, that's
Fremont?
what a zip line. Yeah, you just
Yeah.
throw up all over everybody. Yeah, but it was pretty cool. We did that, and then I like the dome, how it has the different visual effects and all of that. That's really nice. You see, like the inside, it has the ceiling part of it. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah,
Dome.
yeah.
That shit was cool. You're drunk and looking up at that.
It's awesome. It's fucking cool.
I
And
And
then
was
like,
there,
like,
especially,
yeah, you eat an edible or eat a mushroom and then just
well, they
stand
have
there and
like the
stare up.
mushrooms they sell outside now. So
You stare up at that thing the whole night.
and then there's the sphere now,
yes.
Okay,
which,
yeah.
which is very surreal too.
Yeah, it was good. I was jealous of you guys. Where's George tonight? He's still in Vegas?
He's
No.
flying back.
Oh, he's in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool. That's great. I've been out of the loop for a while. It's been a busy couple weeks.
Yeah, you missed a lot of like the last couple of shows, and there's a lot of drama and stuff.
Yeah,
Oh
I know.
yeah.
I was having some first I had last Friday I had visitors from out of town, my daughter's in future in-laws, and the Friday prior to that was Valentine's Day, so that was a
Yeah,
special
you're a
night.
newlywed, so
Yeah, sort of. But yeah, we went out for dinner and stuff, and we got back late, couple drinks, and had a romantic evening. So yeah, that was my 2 weeks so far.
yeah. Okay, so let's jump into the topic. So, did you see EScott had a GoFundMe?
That shit made me laugh. I was like, wait a minute, this can't be real. He has a
Yeah.
GoFundMe
Yep. Did you see what it's for?
for car repairs and
No.
it's what is
It's for him to fight defamation lawsuits.
that's
Yeah.
not what it says in
No,
the
no,
post.
but
It says
that is well. Okay, so I had a friend who like messaged him for like more details because it
yeah.
did say like legal bills
Mm,
in the title. It said legal bills was one of the parts. So then my friend
okay.
that like messaged him, he said, "Yeah, I need the money to basically like go after people talking shit about me."
Oh my God! You know who's first on his who's first on his list, right?
Uh,
Who?
me? Who?
Shabooty.
No,
Yeah.
there's way more people more
Yeah,
critical than me.
yeah. I can't believe that guy, man. I mean, he just doesn't want to go away. He refuses to go away.
Mhm.
I mean, I think that the show caused a trauma in him that he just insists. Yeah, it's some kind of a traumatic a problem that he insists on being on in the public eye,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it's kind of scary because people like that end up doing some you know crazy shit just to be talked about.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So by the way, I invited reality TV FOMO as well. She's like the EScott expert. So feel free to chime in if you want to. But yeah, I was just surprised how fast how fast he like took it down and like deactivated all the social media and stuff.
Did anybody donate to it?
Yeah, he got $100.
He got like $100, right?
Yeah,
Oh my God!
and
Like so, and then he deactivated it.
and his goal was like $30,000.
30,000.
Yeah,
Oh my God! You see what happens with these folks? Michael started a
Mm-hmm.
trend with these participants of the show. Now every other person is gonna throw out a GoFundMe for any reason.
yeah.
But that's the stupid thing is our Scott went after Michael like crazy for his GoFundMe. And
Right.
like Michael had a legitimate reason, at least Scott's is just like, so I can take care of my mom and legal bills and vet bills. And so, like, a bunch of people reported his GoFundMe and it was down within an hour.
So,
Oh my
so
gosh.
are you saying like GoFundMe took it down based on all the reports, or he took it down?
So it looks like it was taken down because when you go to the GoFundMe page, it says if you are the host or whatever it's called, contact us for more information.
Mm-hmm. And
So
then so I
that,
guess he was so embarrassed of it being taken down that at that point he's like, "Fuck it, I'm deactivating my social media."
and people were calling him out, asking him why he was doing this after he had just spent this money on surgery and stuff
Mm.
like that.
On his
Right? Did he? Yeah, he just had a plastic surgery.
mhm.
Yeah, and he's planning a trip to see some new girl in Brazil, which
Yeah.
isn't happening now. But yeah, he had money for
Aw.
that.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm telling you, he's trying his hardest to get back on the show, to get back on TV. He's doing anything he can. He just doesn't know what to do. He's losing his shit, you know?
Well, people complain on Instagram. They're like, "Why are you still posting about him? He's like so last year." But then my response is, "Well, none of the new cast members are doing anything interesting."
Yeah, nobody has really stood out this new season either. So,
Mm.
I mean, it's only episode 3 coming up. So,
Yeah, I know. I know Amani's trying to be interesting, but I don't know if she's there yet. But Yes. Anything else on EScott before we
oh
move
my
on?
God.
The only thing is, like, a couple weeks ago, he had like this breakdown where he was crying
Oh,
in the
yeah.
hotel room, and then because his mom was sick, and
Mm-hmm.
then he made some weird video with his mom making her talk with her oxygen mask on, asking if he was a good son.
What the
And then,
fuck?
yeah,
Oh my
and then
God.
2 days
Oh my
before this
God.
GoFundMe, he made another video crying about how hard life was and
Mm-hmm.
how sometimes he thought about ending it or something like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then the GoFundMe popped up. So I think that was all a ploy for sympathy.
I
You know,
mean,
yeah,
yeah.
because it was like, so he did the video, nearly in tears about his mother, like about to cry, and then literally the next day is when he like donned the like lipstick and wig and did like a Jasmine impersonation.
Exactly.
That was
He's
very
displaying.
Norman Bates of him.
Yes, he's displaying some very erratic behavior.
Very.
And I mean, we laugh at it now, but I can see an episode of Dateline about this whole
We always
about
say
this.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I can see it coming down the pike because
Yeah.
he's displaying erratic behavior, and
Mhm.
he's so fame hungry that he'll pull off whatever he has to pull off, just as long as he's in the
Mhm.
news or people are talking about him, and it's kind of scary, It's
Yeah,
kind of
we're gonna
scary.
we're gonna have to get like Lana to do a welfare check on him.
I mean, honestly, I don't know if it's an act. I don't know if if it's real. It very much reminds me of Norman Bates. Sadly.
Yes.
It's scary. It's actually scary.
Mhm.
Who know? He's probably just playing that in, for the cameras, doing that
Which
to
is
his
what I'm
mom.
saying. Yeah.
His mom
If it's
probably hated his ass too. He was probably a pain in the ass when he was young, and she's
He
probably
even
like,
said that. He said something about thanks for never giving up on me or something. Like,
uh-huh.
Mhm. Well,
yeah,
he's a pain in the ass as a grow up too.
yeah.
Grown up.
his rivers run very deep. He didn't just get like that off TV. His rivers run
No.
very deep.
No, yeah, I
Yeah.
mean he sends like, it's not alleged. He sends like videos of himself like nude in the shower with his dick hanging out. So that's the kind of guy
Yeah.
he is.
I'd be in therapy if he sent that to me right away. But he's blocked me on every social media site, so
Mhm.
that's okay.
I'm
He's
sure
blocked.
I'm
But he
sure he'll be
blocked.
back in like a week, right?
Oh, I
Um,
think so.
yeah.
Coco,
Social
you
media is his
blocked.
life force.
Yeah, so his social media. He can't live without social media. That's what I'm saying. He's probably cooking up a new scheme, and then he'll pop up back on social media saying that the GoFundMe, somebody reported it. He'll tell us the whole spiel about
Oh,
what
and he'll
happened.
tell us it wasn't him, it was like his
Somebody hacked.
brother.
He got hacked.
Or
Mhm.
he'll do the other thing he does when he gets caught is he'll go away for a few days and then he'll come back and act like nothing ever happened.
Which is crazy to me, by the way, that you could just ignore all that and be like, that's psychotic. I'm sorry.
And his granny crew, who like follows him, they just let him get away with it.
They're like, you're so handsome.
So,
You're so wonderful.
Yeah.
Who's more like Delulu, the Escott's granny crew, or Jasmine's "Let me buy you every single baby gift" on your registry
I think
crew?
the granny crew, Shabooty, because they are relentless. If like, if you say anything negative in any way about EScott, they will literally, they will go after your grandfather. Okay, they're like me.
But still, the people that buy like Jasmine's baby gifts, when you know damn well she makes, in my opinion, like allegedly, in my opinion, like $200,000 to $300,000 a year on all their grifts. It's crazy to buy her, still buy her baby gifts.
But at least in that case, people are willingly choosing to do it.
Yeah, that's a baby gift, and it's a baby coming. But these other grifts of help me pay this, help me pay that. We don't have any proof of that. I mean, either way, I wouldn't submit any of my hard-earned money to any of these people. But
no, never.
Like I did give a small donation to Michael, but that's the only one I ever did.
I thought you were gonna say you did a small donation to Jasmine, and then I was gonna be mad.
And then you would have disconnected me.
I would kick you out. No,
No.
but it's funny, like, because I'm telling you, like, it's funny between like Jasmine and I. It's almost like it's like a Cold War. So it's like
it's like a love-hate.
It's like a love-hate, but it's like a Cold War where it's like I'll figure out like who are her best friends, and I'll start like blocking him and shit, because I know she's friends with like who's the chick that's like related to the Gino family.
Oh,
Melissa or something,
Michelle.
Michelle. Like her, even though I didn't have a personal problem with her, but I know she's besties with Jasmine, so I was like, oh, let me just block her because I know she's Jasmine's BFF. So I'm starting to like block all of Jasmine's inner circle, just for shits and giggles,
Just for shits.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how would you know if they're talking if you have them blocked?
No, because they follow me, and I'm just like, well, I assume they're screenshotting everything I post and sending it to
Oh,
Jasmine.
they follow you, but you're not following them.
Well, I'm not following them after I block them. All right, let's see. All right, let's go to the next topic, which is so I know there's a big hubbubaloo of like Jessica not having doors in her house,
which is weird, but
that's
go on.
Weird.
And then I know a lot of other I know a lot of other podcasts were excited when I like got the real tea from Jessica about the door situation, so I could read you her message to me.
Yes.
If you'd like.
No doors.
Okay. Say what?
She write a poem. Why I have no doors.
Okay, well here's
why my teenage sons hate me.
Here's her response, and we can see if it makes any sense or not. So this is Jessica talking. The chick that was with Juan, the cruise guy, and they don't have any doors in their home in Wyoming where it's really cold and they live in the basement. Okay, so this is what she said to me. She said, quote, so there are 2 bedrooms upstairs, but when I was married to my ex-husband for his job, he did a home care and we had a client in a wheelchair live with us. So we took out the doors so he could move in between the rooms easily. Upstairs, though, now is Dayton's room and a gaming room, but also doorless. Laugh out loud. And then downstairs, I made Dawson's room into 1 bedroom and made the big living area into my bedroom because it was easy and large. Laugh out loud. And just us. And the fact that there was no door was never an issue for any of us. Laugh out loud. Also, the boys stay at their dad's 3 days a week. So, like, technically, I have invisible doors 3 days. Laugh out loud. So that was her explanation.
But I mean, still, if you have 2 sons, wouldn't it be good to have a door in your bedroom? Because these are growing boys. So eventually, you don't want them to walk in and catch you undressed. Even if you're single, just a mom with her 2 sons, you still want to set, boundaries about having privacy. I mean, that doesn't make sense.
You also don't want to walk in on them.
Right, you don't want to walk in on them. Of course, they're growing. They're soon they'll be in their preteens, and you know what that means.
Yeah, they'll be experimenting.
Yeah, but she should have some kind of privacy, The kids are
Yeah.
yelling to her from the next room, "Mom, the door's open." I mean, no door. That doesn't seem like a pretty good setup. She should really try to rectify that now that Juan is in town.
I feel like she's probably like I feel like now it's gonna be like a test for Juan, where it's like she's not gonna do shit, but she's gonna see if Juan like takes initiative and
Well,
says,
he
"You know
can't
what?
really
I'm gonna
take
go to."
initiative because, I mean, first of all, he's a young man. He's been on a cruise ship half of his, life, just working as a bartender, whatever he was doing there. It's not like he has any experience, in the real world working. And he
Mhm.
can't put any doors up because he can't afford any doors because he has no job and he can't work.
Yeah, but I feel like Jessica wants him to read her mind, like telepathically, and just like whether he has to hire some guy or he does it himself. I think she wants him to just like
Well, he's going to
do it
tell
all on his
her,
own.
he's definitely going to tell her, listen, we need a door in this room.
Hmm.
So whatever you need to do, whoever you need to call to come and fix it. Because, like I said, he has no money, so he can't take the initiative of going to Home Depot himself. He has to
I mean,
tell her.
he has cruise ship bar tip money though.
He got any, if he has anything left over from his cruise ship days.
Hmm.
So she has to.
Didn't somebody say that the older boy is now moved upstairs to another room? Because I was wondering why Juan and Jessica didn't move upstairs and keep the boys in the basement.
Yeah, that's a good point because I guess so. This is from her. She said, "I made Dawson's room into a one bedroom
Right.
or something. They made a living area into my bedroom." Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, okay. Upstairs, I'm just gonna read it again. Upstairs, though, now is Dawson's room and a gaming room. So I guess Dawson
Yeah.
and a gaming room is upstairs. Which, yeah, I agree. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like,
No,
if I'm the adult, I want the best bedroom in the house, right?
exactly.
So I would be upstairs in the biggest bedroom, and then the kid could either be in the basement or wherever. You
And
know.
I'm just going to really quickly say one more thing. You said something about in the basement in Wyoming. In Canada, we like regularly have living spaces in our basement.
Mhm.
So it's not really that cold. I don't know.
You actually handle the Canadian weather well, or what?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've lived here my whole life. I don't have a choice.
So you're used to it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
I, I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't handle like I'm in the DC, Washington DC area, and when winter comes around, I can't really handle
Yeah,
it.
I get cold when it's 73
I hate
degrees.
wintertime over here in Pennsylvania. I hate wintertime
Mhm.
anywhere.
Well, I don't do like winter outdoor stuff. So, like, that's probably why I can handle
I
it.
mean,
But a
just
lot of people here do.
I picture Canada to just be like cold, even if you're going to work, even if you're going to grocery stores, like just always cold, always cold.
No, it's not really that cold. In the summers, like we get up to like similar temperatures to that you guys would get in your warmer climates in the summer.
Okay, yeah, right. You guys
Yeah,
get the same seasons.
yeah,
Except your
True.
winters are more brutal. I've seen pictures of snowfall in
that's
Canada,
true.
and I'm like, oh my god.
Are you a big Drake fan?
No,
FOMO.
no. My daughter, I think, still likes him, but
Hmm.
maybe just his music.
True. I was surprised. I can't remember who I was talking to. I was talking to some Canadian. Oh no, I remember who I was talking to. She's actually a super fan of our podcast, which is Jenny in Toronto. And then
Yes,
I
I
was,
love Jenny.
Yes,
Hi,
yeah,
I know
Jenny.
Jenny from Toronto.
well, I assume she's like a Drake super fan because she's from Toronto, and then she's like, nah, man, like we actually like Kendrick up here now or something. It's like Kendrick Lamar. So
I
apparently,
think that's the big thing here now too. Yeah,
yeah, apparently like Drake, even the Canadians are like like are kind of he
we're
We don't
lost
over him.
want
some cool,
him.
he lost some cool points with the Canadians. Now they all like Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, I think so.
Hmm. True. All right, let's see. All right, going to a new topic. So, okay, do y'all know like Amani, which is the new chick, the thruple chick?
Yeah,
Yep.
the sunken cheekbones.
Oh, I didn't know that's a new moniker for.
Yeah, that's what I call her. Like her cheekbones are so sunken in. Like, oh my god. Like,
Hmm.
okay, like when is
Yeah. So,
enough
well,
enough?
like on the show, they present her in the same vein as Tiger Lily as like being a rich woman
Right,
or whatever.
right.
because he's driving. I don't know if it's like leased or something, but she's driving a Range Rover and shit like that.
Yeah, wasn't she on the show How to Be Rich or something like that?
Yeah. So I'm gonna post a new tweet right now, and then I'm gonna feature it into the space because there's one of my commenters on Instagram was saying that they were featured on the How to Be Rich
Right.
show. Okay, so it should pop up if you're looking at your phones on the Twitter space, you should see like my tweet that I just posted pop up eventually. But so this guy who watched the Netflix show with Amani, with the throuple guy or whatever. So I'm going to quote his tweet, and I posted it on my Twitter, so check it out. But basically, he said, "quote I saw these two on Netflix, How to Get Rich. He was feeling emasculated by being a stay-at-home dad, and they were having money issues. Their segment ended early because they quit as personal issues were starting to surface. Looks like they found their next gig. Seeing them show a hop makes me instantly suspicious." But the part that I found interesting of that was like the part where it said they were having money issues. So then my question, I guess, is so are they really not as rich as they're presented now in 90 Day Fiancés if they're having money
Yeah,
issues on the Netflix
don't they
show?
have some kind of business also?
I know she has, yeah. Well, okay, I know she started some kind of website business, but I guess it's kind of, I'm only basing this on our previous podcast, but it seems like what George said was it was kind of like it's kind of like a makeshift Airbnb
Right,
situation.
right.
So that's their whole business is like their own version of Airbnb.
Yeah. You show up to the
But
Airbnb and it's like in the worst neighborhood.
I don't know, but the fact that they're on the Netflix show and they're having money issues, that makes me suspicious of like, oh, maybe they're not as rich as they're
Yeah,
portraying themselves to
yeah.
be.
I mean, it always begs the question, if you have so much money, why are you on a reality TV show?
Hmm.
Because reality TV shows don't really pay that much. I mean, I understand you're getting exposure and you just want to be on TV, but if you have that much money, it doesn't really make sense to be on the show, you know, exposing yourself falsely because you're probably not really in a throuple. You're not going to get divorced to bring another person here because you know that doesn't work. So their storyline seems a little shifty, but I guess it's for shock value. You
Hmm.
know, like
Yeah.
it,
I, yeah, like George and I on our one of our last episodes, basically we came to the conclusion like, and it was kind of based on I don't know if you saw did you see the preview at the end of the last Sunday night episode where it showed like later in the season
yes, yes,
where they were like fight? I don't know
yeah.
if they were fighting, but it
They're
sounded
like,
like
yeah, she's storming
shit at the
off.
fan.
Somebody storming off or something like that.
Yeah, so I feel like based on that, it's just gonna be one of those like it's gonna like fizzle out and it's gonna be
It's
a
gonna be the
bust.
same like Sister Wives, and they were trying to. Well, he actually divorced Danielle, but it's gonna be that tug of war. But we had that attempted throuple before with the two
Mhm.
Mexican girls and the black guy. We
Yeah,
had an
yeah.
attempt.
Was it Love in
Yeah,
Paradise?
right. Love in Paradise. We had an
Hmm.
attempt at something similar, but everybody knows that that's not going to play out. But I just think that if they're so rich and massively rich and all of this, like, what's the point of being on a reality show? Putting all putting all your business out there, then people start to Google you and finding out all your dark secrets, like how we found out Tiger Lily was a crook.
Hmm.
So
Oh, then this is a question I posed in one of our previous podcasts. But so, is it more rich when your husband like stays at home as the caretaker for the children, or is it more rich if you just hire like a nanny and then the husband could go work and do whatever he wants? Like, what's the more like rich people move?
Oh, I think it's like husband staying at home.
You think the more rich person move is the husband staying at home?
I mean, if two people are working, then obviously they're gonna get a nanny,
Mm,
but I think like, yeah, like if the husband stays home, like, there's no need to work. That to me sounds more richer.
true,
right.
that's fair. I was just curious. So yeah, I don't know. I'm a little suspicious. Well, somebody in the comments section said nanny, which I kind of agree with too. The rich
I
person
mean,
move is get the nanny.
I had a nanny too. I mean, like I had many nannies, but my mom stayed at home as well. So,
I never
I
understood
think
that the nanny is at home, but the parent being at home and you still have a nanny. Is that like
Yeah.
is that like for parents that just don't want to be
Mm,
bothered with the
Then
children?
that's what Elaria Baldwin does probably.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hilaria. Yeah, Hilaria. She's got 17 nannies or something like that. But then
Oh
she's still
God.
she's still up in chaos with those kids. I
Well,
mean,
she
Yeah.
has to
I
pop up
gave the
another
show a
one
look
pretty
see.
soon.
I gave the show a look see on their season premiere, whatever, just to see what it was about. But I'm not gonna watch it again. I don't think it was very interesting.
Hmm. I didn't even bother.
Yeah, it's just a lot of her just talking over, and then every time Alec tries to get a word in, she just keeps talking over him and talking over him and talking over him, and she likes to hear herself talk.
Is she annoying or what?
Yeah, she just talks like she wants to hear herself talk, so she's being all elaborate. It's like a me, all about me, and then they're dropping in little slithers of that whole Rust,
Hmm.
the girl that got shot during
Hmm.
the thing.
Yeah.
They keep slithering a little bit, here and there about the case, and oh my God, it's destroying him and this and that. And then she'll go back to talking about me.
Hmm. Yeah, when you don't talk about her every 5 seconds, she's the one that's rusting away. Oh,
Yeah.
anyway, let's see. All right, new topic. So, okay, yeah, I guess the moral of the story is Amani may not be that rich. Okay, and then you also saw like not yeah, you also saw the last resort, and the part I want to talk about the whole quote. What is it? Ethical non-monogamy? Because that seemed like very much so bullshit. And
Explain that to me like I'm 5.
Look, I don't know. Coco, are you an expert on
Non-monogamy.
that? I don't know.
I mean,
The only thing I've heard like people reacting to it was like they apparently some people have heard of that, but only when you're talking to like single people. Like it doesn't apply to like married people. And then also the ethical part is kind of like is like a farce. So,
I think, but it's like either you're in an open relationship or you're not. I don't
mhm,
think like there's such thing as like.
yeah, the
I think what she means ethical monogamy. I think it means
well, it's like ethical
people are.
non-monogamy.
Oh,
Well, ethical meaning they're both aware of what's going on.
they're both
Nobody's
aware of
hiding
what's.
it.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
like, so
Yeah.
that's why I was like, I'm hesitant to jump on it because, like, I don't know if Jasmine and Gino did agree to that or if.
Well, I could,
Like it's like a whole
I do
pass.
know, and
Oh,
I know the answer is no.
oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah,
All right. I'll shut up then.
Gino didn't agree to that.
You know, Gino didn't agree to none of that.
I'm
None of
I'm
that.
not a Gino fan, but okay. I'll agree. I'll believe you. I believe you.
That's just the
Lo-
network trying to justify Jasmine being pregnant by someone else.
Okay. Okay. I believe that then.
Yeah, they're trying to say, well, it's an open relationship. That's why they were going so hard during the last resort. They were going so hard on the topic of Gino not wanting to touch her or be physical with her so that people can justify what she did. So it could be like, well, if he wasn't fucking her, then of course she's going to
Mhm.
go find somebody else. But they kept just pushing that. Every episode, it was her, telling everybody that Gino didn't want to touch her and Gino just, downplaying it. But then we found out the real tea from Shabooty that she was
Mhm.
knocked up.
Yeah, and then so I know Josh Weinstein was on the Sarah Fraser podcast, and then he was kind of defending Gino. Um, and then the one thing I will say, I think I think Josh was kind of calling out Jasmine for cheating, which is all accurate. The one thing I will say though is like, and again, I am Team Gino, and I know not, some people don't like Gino. The one thing I
I'm
will
Team
say,
Gino.
but there's some people. Okay, there's some bloggers that are like Team Jasmine, and like Jasmine can do no wrong, and I'm Team Gino, but I will actually say shit that
Yeah.
like is I will actually occasionally say something that Gino may not like hearing.
I'm 60
So
40. I'm 60 40, Jasmine being the 40% of the problem. I'm not
no,
100% either.
well, no, Jasmine is. I hope you mean Jasmine is 60% of
No,
the problem.
I don't actually. And I
Okay,
know that's
that's fine.
probably the one thing we
Where's that
disagree
mute?
on.
Coco, where's that mute button?
I know.
I'm kidding.
Okay,
Just
there.
joking. No, anyway,
I
okay, so
mean, I think it obviously takes two people to make a relationship work. One
yeah.
person can't just have the whole fault
Mhm.
of just one person.
Right.
No, okay, so the only point I wanted to make though was like bringing this up was I will say, okay, so I think the cheating part is 100% like that's just straight up like fuck Jasmine. She's fucking Gino over, and that's totally Jasmine's in the wrong there. The only part I'm gonna say that like that Gino is not innocent on is the part just like okay, so the part that Gino is not innocent on, and this is coming from someone who's like friends with Gino and I'm Team Gino, is is the fact that he signed on Last Resort when before they even filmed Last Resort, they were already broken up. So meaning like he went there already broken up with Jasmine to film another season and to get another check and all the shit, knowing they're not together. Like so that's the part where I feel like Gina's at fault in the sense of like he's
Well,
not innocent in the sense of
we
like
don't really know
he's
what's included in their contract, Shabooty, because if he had no other choice but to appear, that's why he had to. You know what I'm saying? It was probably in his contract. You got to give us one more show, and then this one is
yeah.
17 episodes, so it was
Mhm.
probably in his contract, and he couldn't break the contract of not being there. So that's why he
No,
went.
yeah, no. I mean, that's a good point. If he had a multi-show
Yeah,
contract
he's
agreement,
probably tied into a
then
contract.
he had no choice. But I'm just saying, even still, he's still even when okay, so when he was filming Last Resort, he was still playing along with the charade that he
Yeah,
was still
because
like
that's
quote
what's in
unquote
his
married.
contract. You gotta come on here and you gotta keep the charade up
Mhm.
because
No, okay, that's a fair argument. I'm not. I don't. I. That's a good argument. I'm not. It's valid. But yeah, no. But still,
what
nevertheless,
he probably wasn't counting on was her getting knocked up. He probably knew she was already with Matt, but he didn't know she
yeah,
was, family
yeah.
planning. So
Mhm.
that part he probably didn't know, but he figured, okay, well, we're not together, so I'll just play along with this. But the whole being pregnant stuff, that seemed to have come after towards a little bit after the show was winding down, probably.
But even if he went on to play along, I think the thing is, you obviously know a lot more behind the scenes tea than I do. So for me, as somebody who watches the show and follows along on Instagram and stuff, even if he did go on to play along, to me, that looks like he is being a neglectful husband and pushing her away. And so then,
No, 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 no. I gotta stop. I gotta stop you there. Like, okay, let's back up. So, okay, let's back up to Happily Ever After Tell All House. Do you recall that?
yeah, mm-hmm.
Okay, so even during filming that, they were already broken up and not together. And at that point, Jasmine was probably already like secretly dating Matt. So,
See, I didn't know that.
no,
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
I can
So,
only go by what I see on the
yeah.
TV, and then
So yeah. So the point I'm making though is like he's not being he's not being a neglectful
right,
husband
but that's how it
if they're
looks.
yeah yeah I know
Yeah,
and
because
I know and
that's how
That's how they make it look.
that's how it's scripted to look.
Yeah,
They
that's
told
what
him,
I mean, though.
yeah
That's how it appears
it's
from
like
the
if
outside,
yeah
you want to get paid, you got to read the script. You got to
Exactly.
play
No, I
into it
agree with you. I agree with you.
because that
yeah
was
no
that
yeah no
was
the script no I mean it's a good script to be the asshole husband but
no, and
Yeah.
that
that's not what happened.
also has plays in their favor as what character they're gonna bring Jasmine back as, because she's not going
Mhm.
away no time soon.
No.
So we're gonna bring back Jasmine as this character, but we need you not to tarnish her, so make it
Mhm.
seem like it's all your fault for being a neglectful husband, so that we can still
Mhm.
have sympathizers where because they probably already locked her into a big ass contract as well. So in order for
Mhm.
her to be of any value to the show, they have to paint her in the light that they want the fans to see her in, like, oh, she's such a great person, but Gino neglected her. Gino didn't, he starved her. He wouldn't drive her here. He wouldn't give her license. He did everything but beat her. So
Oh, allegedly that's what Matt's specialty is.
yeah,
Allegedly.
allegedly. So that's the thing. They want him. They wanted Gino to point her in, but I'm sure that if they would have took the gloves off of Gino and just let him go off script, he would he would have lost his
Mhm.
shit and said everything on TV. But he has to follow through because he's locked into a contract.
Yeah, no, I mean, and again, I'm sure Gino loves the fame as much as Jasmine.
Yeah, he grows on you. It grows on you eventually.
No, did you see the post I did where it was all the Gino fans? Like one of them was like,
Yeah,
"I'll have
everybody.
your
Yeah, he
baby."
has a lot of fans. He has a lot of following, a lot of
Yeah,
sympathizers too.
but like I know Fomo like I guess she likes Jasmine, but I'm telling you, Jasmine is way more dark and evil than Gino. Gino's a straight shooter. Jasmine's the most conniving person I've ever like seen ever
And
in
I'll
Yeah.
believe you because, like I said, I don't know the behind the scenes, and I'm not like a Jasmine fanatic at all. I just, when I
Mhm.
see it, that's sort of how I see it on TV. That's all.
True.
I think
True.
she fit the narrative of gold digger coming over here for a green card. Like she played that
Mhm.
part, so everybody sees her as that because she played it so well. You know, like as soon as she got everything she
Like
wanted,
like
now
people get disarmed because she has like a amusing accent and she's funny. She's like a character. She's almost like an anime character because she's like over the top.
yeah,
And like people get disarmed by that, but deep down she's like
yeah, she's diabolical. She's
yeah,
diabolical.
she's a diabolical raggedy ass bitch.
Yeah,
Oh
she's definitely diabolical. I think that that was her plan all along, and
yeah.
Gino probably didn't see through it till it was too late. But
Mhm.
there's no way, no scenario where Jasmine would be in love with Gino if the show wasn't involved, if nothing, just plain old Jasmine and Gino. If he couldn't do for her, there's no way she would have been in love with him because first of all, the hat situation, nobody's gonna buy that shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, a person that wears a hat 24 hours a day, that's kind of tough.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So that right there would have been a turn off for any woman. So if for her to
Yeah.
for her to buy into it and everything, and then the show added an extra plus, and Gino thought he everything was cool until she crossed the pond, and that was it.
Mhm. Sure. You want to go to a
Yeah,
different
let's hit
topic?
the next one.
Yeah.
Okay. And just for the record, this show probably won't be as long as our normal
Yeah.
shows because again,
Right.
George isn't here. But okay, one thing I do want to do, which is like it's one of our bits. Is like okay, so we do like reviews of different establishments, if you will. So then,
Yes.
and then I don't know, JLP. I don't know if you saw the thing we did where it was my tea where was it Mina, the French chick? Do you
Yeah.
you know who I'm talking
Yes.
about?
Yes.
Mina. So my tea was that she was a former stripper back in
Right.
the day, like eight
Right.
years ago
At
in
some
France.
place in Paris. Yeah.
Yeah, so one thing we like to do on the show is like we like when an establishment comes up on or a business comes up on the show, we like to dig into the reviews of the business. So apparently that strip club, by the way, here's some feedback.
Yeah.
So
Give me some feedback.
is it you, JLP?
Feedback from. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Okay, I just want to make sure there's no feedback. Okay, anyway, so anyway, I want to read reviews of the strip club that Mina danced
Yes.
at.
What's the name of the club? The Pink
So
Pussycat.
so used to be called back in the day. It used to be called what was the Penthouse Club back in the day, but now I think it's called Whisper Club.
Oh, I was gonna say Whiskers. I know how pussy was involved somehow.
Whiskers would actually be more accurate, but it's called Whisper. But so if anyone goes to Paris, France, forget the Eiffel Tower, go to Whisper Club and get us some like some intelligence. So okay, I'm gonna read you some one-star whisper reviews.
Uh-oh. One
Uh-oh.
Ready,
star.
everyone? Let me find the like sound effect. Hold on. No, that's not it. I didn't. I hit the wrong sound effect. Fuck. I meant to hit the drum roll. Okay, hold on. So here's some like one-star whisper strip club reviews where Mina danced like 8 years ago. Okay, ready, everyone? Okay, here goes. Okay, so this is from Riggs. The person's name is Riggs. 1 star. Girls are not sexy at all. Club is nice. Was like slow torture. No sexy women at all. Sorry. Waste of time and money.
I mean, you can see Mina's not that attractive, so.
So she would have fit in. Not playing. Okay, let's see. 1 star review for Michael. Let's see. Tacky and very expensive. The girls are vultures. Not worth the money at all.
Uh,
Okay, what do you expect? You're at a fucking strip club.
I don't know.
What?
I don't know. Okay, good.
It's
Let's
their
next.
job.
This is from Marco Polo. 1 star. He says, "Do not take a dance with Angelina. She is haughty. Takes the tickets and dances for barely. I don't know what 140 monetary value is. Barely 140 for her to walk in front of you in a private dance. Keep your money." Anyway, sorry, there was a translation issue. Anyway, next review. This is from Edward. 1 star. Frankly, I came 4 years ago before the name change. Nothing has changed apart from the carpet and the chairs. The girls were really not pretty. There were 2 or 3 of them. Sorry, there were 2 or 3 of them who were definitely worth 12, and they seemed depressed. As glamorous, it's as glamorous as going to taxes. I don't know. I don't know what going to taxes means, but so they seem like they're very depressed. The girls are very depressed. So right there.
Oh,
So you got ugly, depressed strippers. Oh my
That's it.
god.
Okay, hold on. 1 star. The worst club. Lack of professionalism. The girls don't dance but spin around the bar. That's all. Rude staff. I couldn't come back. That's it. Let's see. I don't know why I love this so much. Okay, Mohammed with 1 star. He says, not few. They refused to let us in on the weekend for some reason because of my pants. That's it. They didn't let him in because of his pants,
why? Because his pants were on.
I guess. This
He
is
probably
a
had on Heidi shorts.
this
I
is a
mean,
this is Naomi. 1 star.
Campbell.
Naomi Larby.
Mm.
Okay, 1 star. Okay. Well, where to start? I'm an influencer, and yesterday I was literally attacked by a woman who was literally attacked. Hold on, who? Let me just read it again because they're okay. Well, where to start? I'm an influencer, and yesterday I was literally attacked by a woman who literally attacked me. So I'm going to file a complaint today. Goodbye.
What?
I don't know what that has to do with the strip club.
What does that do with her being an influencer?
She went to
I
the
don't know.
strip club and they attacked her. That's what she's
I
trying to
don't.
say.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, 1 star. This is from Client Lay.
Oh.
This person says, this person says, foreign girls who do not speak French looking for a client for a duo stripping.
What?
Entrance was 30 euros with a drink. Subdued place. That was it. I don't know. Okay, hold on. Let's see. This is another 1 star review from a person with like with an Arabic name that I can't read. 1 star review. This place is very bad and the treatment is bad. I do not recommend it to any Arab. The management is worse than bad and the prices are exaggerated. Unfortunately, there is no respect for Arabs in this place, and the price and the prices are low for Arabs. Oh, shit. So Arabs don't fuck with this. Let me just read the last part. Unfortunately, there is no respect for Arabs in this place, and the prices are low for Arabs, meaning like Arabs can afford higher prices. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently you don't fuck with Arabs there. So Adnan,
Jesus.
don't go there if you're in
Yeah.
Paris,
Mahmoud.
France.
Mahmoud, beware.
Yeah. Farbad Ali says this. He says, I didn't like the music, really crowded, and also very small place for clubbing. Okay, and then let's see.
Do these
Naomi.
people know they're going to a strip club?
Yeah, he
Like,
sounds like
I'm
he
sorry.
sounds like he got talked into going there.
He's
Mhm,
like, this
They
isn't
told him it was a
fun.
club. It turned out to be a strip joint.
mhm.
Oh my gosh, Mom, what are you doing here?
All right. This is a Nayoga. He or she says music choices needs improvement. Okay, that was it.
Yeah.
Okay, next. This is Alufemi Daniel Ali Sawawabi.
Okay,
This
yeah.
person says good atmosphere, nice music, but I don't think the dancers even understand the music. Make sure you speak the language there, French. Expensive gate fee over $30 or 30 euros,
Expensive
but
gay fee?
gate like GATE.
Oh, GATE. I thought you said GAY. I was like, what?
Yeah, expensive gate fee $30, but inside and
Oh
30
man, it
euros.
takes me. They charge me $50 for some anal.
But the inside is good. Inside anal. Oh,
Inside gay fee? What the hell's going on over
hold on.
there at the place?
This is a Reshab Garb says, I don't go inside, but it looks good in pictures.
That's awesome. He gave a review from a picture. He's probably fantasizing about going in there.
He's like, I ain't paying
Oh
30,
my god.
I ain't paying 30 euros for some chick to rub up on my crotch. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, this is Moni.
Okay.
Um, this is a 3-star review. It says, There are spaces on the ground floor and basement. The lights are not too favorable for the girl's skin. The complexity.
Ouch! Oh, that's
Oh
a
my,
Oh,
yeah, I
lot.
never heard anybody talk about the stripper skin.
I know, right? The complexity, parentheses, sexual, naughty looks and smiles with class is missing with the customers during your dances. The girls dress in show outfits while waiting for the tour. Not classy and not interesting.
What
If the
tour? What
if the
tour?
place
Oh
is
my god.
if the place is chic, you have to see it. You have to see it even in the presentation of the waitress or the waiter. Kind
What?
regrets. Kind regards. My bad. I fucked up. I fucked that up. Let me just try reading the last
Oh
part.
my god.
Let me try reading the last
It
part.
sounds like
The-
a real review, like a newspaper.
Yeah,
he sounds
I was like,
like a
Yeah,
Zagat reviewer.
yeah, like a Zagat's review for an
the waiter was
establishment, a
abysmal.
Michelin star review.
Let me read the last part. It says the girls dress in show outfits while waiting for the tour. Not classy and not interesting. If the place is chic, you have to see it even in presentation of the waitress or waiter. Kind regards. I see the French are very like elegant, even in their shitty reviews.
Yeah, they
Okay.
probably, yeah, they were expecting to go in there and see something fabulous, and they got a bunch of grumpy, depressed, ugly chicks with bad skin.
Basically. All right. Here's another review. $30 cover or €30 cover with drink ticket. Private dance tickets are misleadingly not per song. They're on a system where 2 tickets means 1 song and 4 tickets means 10 minutes. Longer private sessions get very expensive. The bottled water is also considered a quote unquote drink at €20.
What?
Other,
Jesus.
otherwise,
€20?
€20 for a bottle of water. Otherwise, great girls in an okay setting, well below Vegas standards, but above suburbs.
Wait a minute. If they're below Vegas standards,
That's real shit.
that shit is a shithole. That's a shithole. Cause below Vegas,
Hmm.
I mean, I
nah.
think it depends where in
It
Vegas.
depends where in Vegas, but the majority,
There's an abandoned strip club. I mean, it's not abandoned, but it looks like a little warehouse, like an RV park
Hmm.
near me.
yeah,
But it's a
True.
strip club. And it says the ugliest strippers.
yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. If it's not like penthouse or not even hustlers, you're gonna get
Yeah.
a hit or miss
Hmm.
in there.
True. Okay, here's another one. The club needs a facelift. At the start of the evening, the music was good, but then we were treated to techno and disco, which has no place in a club like this.
Oh, I love disco.
Girls can't even dance to it. If you want to scare away young people who come to spend, keep it up. Otherwise, the staff is great and the reception to the bar, to the changing rooms, great. The girls are great. I still enjoyed my evening. That was actually a 4-star review.
I thought it
So,
was going to say the club needs a facelift and so do the girls.
Right?
Yeah, that's a
mm,
good one.
Well, I
mm,
mean, let's look at Mina, and now we can put a face to the club. She doesn't look like she was the happiest dancer in there. So, and she's not the most attractive. I'm sorry. I don't want to say she's ugly, but she's not attractive. So, she fits right into the club, and her attitude sucks so far. It's only been 2 episodes and her attitude is real sucky.
she has a like. I'm not saying she is one, but I'm saying she has that like sugar baby attitude.
Yeah, and she doesn't look
Definitely.
she definitely doesn't look 35.
Mm.
No, she looks
She looks
42,
she looks like
43.
she's in her like maybe 45. She's pushing 45. She looks very worn out too. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't know, what he saw in her, but now that I hear the reviews of the club, it all makes sense.
Oh, my friend just texted me who's listening. She says, "Thank you for the serotonin, laughing my ass off."
Yeah, that's that. We do have fun on here. That's one thing.
Mm. Okay, should we save like future strip club reviews for the next show, or do you want like more from a different club?
We'll save it for the next one when George is here.
Yeah, okay, so I'll give you a teaser for the next time when George is here. I'll tell you which club we're gonna read reviews for, and like not many people know it, but we're gonna. You remember when Gino had the like strip club on the show? I mean, the bachelor
Oh yeah.
party.
Yeah,
Remember he went to the bachelor party on the show?
yeah.
So I know I have the intel on which strip club in Detroit he went to. So we're gonna read the 1-star reviews for that strip club in Detroit that Gino went to. And I will say, I'll give a hint. I will say it's located on 8 Mile Road, which is famous for
Oh,
Eminem's movie.
Oh.
8 Mile.
Yeah.
That's trailer parks all over there, right?
Yeah, I mean that's what the movie made it seem like. I don't know what it
Yeah,
really
like it
is
was
like,
like
but yeah.
a real shithole.
Yeah. So the next show we do,
Yeah,
we'll read
we'll
the
read the ones from Gino's strip joint.
the Gino's 8 Mile strip joint review.
Detroit strippers.
Yeah.
Oh.
So let's see. Again, hold on, let me just pull up our to dos. So okay, let me read the fan comments. Let me listen to it. Let me read the I'm gonna read the like live listener comments.
Okay.
Um Again, this is a good different show than normal because normally we go to like till 1 a.m. So let me read the like our listener comments real quick. Okay. So Sasha says, I need to know what strip club, please. Wait, oh, you're Sasha, are you asking about oh, Sasha, just DM me and I'll tell you which strip club Gina went to. But I'm not gonna like say it publicly until we read our reviews since it's our own tea. But Sasha, let me know in the DMs. I'll let you know which strip club Gina went to. Okay, next comment. Um, Mina is not attractive and looks way older. And then emphasis on mean. She said me MEANA. So Mina.
Yeah.
Let's see. The next comment. Who goes to a strip club for the music? I don't know. um, the place in Vegas, though, that place in Vegas though makes a joke of it having the ugly stripper. I don't know what that really refers to. Um,
Yeah. It's called Little Darlings.
Oh, with
oh,
the ugly strippers.
Yeah, they make a joke. It's like we only have one ugly stripper.
oh, I, I guess I
It's
need to go
actually
there.
one of the most famous strip clubs in Vegas. And it's actually it's a fun place to go.
Wait, so what's the premise? That are the other chicks hot or
Yeah,
what?
I mean it's like yeah, they're good looking. But I mean
Mm,
again, I think it's all about taste. Like what I think is attractive, you probably don't think is attractive.
mm.
So
I
I
mean,
think it really
you're
depends.
talking, Shabooty, you're talking to somebody who would date a 98-year-old man. So,
Oh, willingly,
willingly,
darling,
so.
willingly. Exactly.
So you can't ask her
True.
about looks. Go ahead.
I'm gonna invest in a strip club, Shabooty, where it's nothing but like 85-year-olds dancing.
Oh, women.
Men.
No
Men.
men.
Yeah. Instead of
I'm
chipping,
calling it, guys,
what are you gonna
I'm
name it?
calling it Kryptondales.
Oh.
Or chipping dead.
Oh, Kryptondales.
Or chipping dead.
Welcome to Kryptondales.
Chipping
Chipping
dead.
dead.
No, Kryptondales, like the Crypt
Oh
Keeper.
yeah.
Hmm. True. All right, I was fucking around with the sound effect. Okay, let's go back to the comments section. The comment section. I need to know if there's valet parking for $10. I think that's a comedic callback to our landing strip reviews.
Yes.
That's shout out to Chris, who's one of our biggest fans. Um, let's see. Sasha says, "Nah, I've seen some bad bitches in Vegas." Man, all this like Vegas talk, I'm missing out.
You are.
Yeah.
You are.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, Sherry, who's another one of our biggest fans and Patreon supporters, she says the reviews are hilarious. Um, Gossip Girl, who's another one of our big supporters, she says, okay, a little sip of tea on whispers. They say, bought followers on Instagram, low traffic strippers are mid level. Um, let's see. One of my friends, she says this strip club sounds like a A24 horror movie.
That is fucking brilliant. Who said that? Who
Oh,
said
that's my
that?
friend. I don't know if she wants a real name, but I'll say it anyway. That's my friend Elena.
Okay, tell her I'm obsessed with A24 movies, so
Mm.
absolutely true.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. That
That
is
is
factual.
hilarious.
That is
Oh,
hilarious.
and I'll use my forum to say, Elena, let me know when we're gonna get tacos together in person. Oh, anyway.
Mm. Now, are we gonna get what kind of tacos?
It's gonna start with the regular kind, and who knows what kind is going to end with. No, play. Please
Well, I
stop.
hope it's not gonna be some stanky fish tacos.
I
Can't
hope
stand that.
not. But I am on a diet. Not playing. Anyway, let's see. Next comment. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. There's okay. So apparently on 8 Mile Road, there's like 10 different strip clubs, but I do know which one Gino went to. So anyway, we'll get into it the next show. Um, let's see. Remember, this is French. Okay, just for the record, those reviews I was reading were like French to English Google
Got it.
translation. That's why it sounded weird. Some of them.
Got it. Got it.
Let's see. Again, Chris says I love the reviews. Gossip Girl says Jasmine is nasty. Agreed. Coco Puff says allegedly, and that's what we say when we drop the T. Gossip Girl says Gino needs to make back that Visa money. I mean, at this point, I feel like Jasmine makes more money than Gino ever did in his whole career. In terms of yearly, I feel like. Um, Jasmine Barbara, who I really liked, says Jasmine is 99.99% of the problem. Yeah, here's a tip for reality TV FOMO. If you want to come back here in the future, you got to switch to Team Gino. Anyways,
Hope I read in the comments.
okay, Sherry says, I agree, Shabooty. I find that's so inappropriate for a marriage counselor to talk about her sexual relationship and to agree with the whole open marriage thing with Jasmine. Yeah, that was totally to like whitewash Jasmine's cheating and to basically suck her ass so she could come on future seasons and the fans adore her. But that's not how we do it here. Um, Gossip Girl says, I don't care if he fucks her or not, then get a divorce. Agreed. Chris says, Jasmine is a turnoff for me. I'd never bang her. Coco Puff says, ethical non-monogamy is like calling a garbage man a sanitation engineer. Oh, that's a good. I got to give that a retweet because that was a good one. Um, Someone I think just said Reba the therapist is a wacko or something, but that's a live tweet. Gossip Girl says Jasmine can't have it if she can't pronounce it. Laura says, can we talk about Josh talking about Natalie and the fact that he's dating someone in the 90-day world and he will reveal that on the tell all, the T. So I guess that was from the Sarah Fraser show where Josh says he's dating some chick on the 90-day world, but until we know who, until we
Yeah,
know
we,
who,
we're,
I
we're
feel
gonna
like it's
need
kind
we're
of
gonna need George for that one.
yeah, we need George, but I feel
Yeah.
like until we know
Probably
who,
has
it's kind
that.
of like
George probably has that tea.
yeah, George is the one that hung out with the 90-day bad boys, so he's very in
Oh
the know.
yeah,
And
we'll definitely need George for that then.
yeah, okay. Gossip Girl says, "I love that Shabooty you called out TLC for putting that counselor on there just to justify it." Yeah, not a lot of bloggers have the balls to like call out the production company. Okay, let's see. Karen says the Baldwins make me sad. He looks tired.
Well, he pumped out with her 7 kids.
Yeah, I don't understand how they have that many
Yeah.
kids.
He, I mean, they had a scene when he was walking to the barber shop with the
Mhm.
kids, and he had on a polo shirt, and that thing was drenched. I mean, armpits,
Mm,
chest, back, everything.
Yeah. Oh God, so sexy. I want to come right
Yeah.
now.
true.
Oh
Oh,
Jesus.
by the way, one of our listeners, Laura, here's what she thinks like Josh is dating. She says, I think it's Jen, Libby's sister, which I will say, which I will say, if that was the case, it wouldn't surprise me because they have flirted in the past on Instagram, but I
Oh
don't know.
shit,
I feel
Jen,
like
Libby's sister.
I think she got that like BBL allegedly.
I don't know if you noticed it, but someone else in the comments said it's Anfisa.
Oh,
Oh.
Nah,
I feel if I had to guess between Jen and Anfisa, I would guess Jen over Anfisa.
Jen. I would guess Jen, and he
Yeah.
he doesn't he doesn't match Anfisa's tax
Yeah.
bracket. I don't think.
Yeah, Anfisa's too like established and legitimate. She's not
Yeah,
gonna mess with no Josh.
yeah. She's not. She doesn't have a need to come back on reality
Right,
TV for no
right.
reason.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with. I do think the Jen thing would be. I don't know if that's true or not, but they did flirt on Instagram in the past. But I don't know.
Mm.
But she also has a
What what
BBL.
if
So
what if it's a current person like Sophie?
I was literally thinking that.
Mhm.
I think maybe he slid into those
No,
DMs.
but no, but he's literal besties with like Rob. So it'd be weird to fuck if
That
Rob
that
texts.
would that wouldn't be the
That's not
first
gonna
time.
matter. I don't think that would
That wouldn't
matter.
be the first time something like that happens. I mean, think about it. It would make for an excellent storyline.
I mean, it would be good for the show, but
Yeah, for the show.
no. But I think Rob would get. I think
Mm.
Rob would get upset and quit 90 Day
Please,
Bad
these people
Boys.
will do anything for a paycheck. They'll play into that.
Yeah, but how much of a paycheck is involved in 90 Day Bad Boys? I'm saying he would quit 90 Day Bad Boys.
Yeah.
Well, hoes before bros.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Next, fuck, hold on. I lost my place. Hold on, let me find my comments. Let's see. Sorry. Let's see. Okay, her excuse me. Wait, I'm trying to. So sometimes people leave comments, but I'm not sure the context. Oh no, this is about Elaria Baldwin. It says her excuse for the accent was gross. So the people that watch the show, did she
She
explain
didn't
the
have an
accent on the show?
She didn't have an accent, but she did speak Spanish, like a lot of speaking Spanish to the kids here and there, like
Mhm.
words here and there, and most of the kids have Spanish names. You know, I think that um she speaks Spanish to an extent. I don't think she speaks Spaniard Spanish, but I think she does speak Spanish. But
Mm.
I don't think that she was lying about that part. But
No, I mean, just no. She was lying. Like just because you could
Spanish
speak
is
it.
her second language. It's not her first language. She was acting like it
n-
was her first language.
Yeah, yeah,
That's what
yeah. So I
happened.
mean, that part was a lie.
Yeah, that's what happened. She was using Spanish as her first language, so she was throwing that accent in there. Because remember, Alec Baldwin was hot for Salma Hayek for a while, so she wanted to slide in and swipe that up. So she started doing the Salma Hayek accent.
Yeah. Did JLP? Did you watch like Bad Vegan, the Netflix show?
No,
Okay. Did anyone did a Coco? Did you watch Bad Vegan? I guess Coco's muted. All right.
yeah.
Well, anyway, if anyone has watched Bad Vegan, just check it out on Netflix. But I know before Alec got with Elaria Baldwin, he was interested in the Bad Vegan chick, and they hung out and stuff. Like he invited he invited her to his like Hamptons home and stuff. So
Is she Latina?
nah, she a white chick.
Oh, okay.
Oh, by the way, Gossip Girl, if you want to speak, let me know.
Yeah, give gossip. I want to see what she sounds like.
Oh, yeah. If by the way, yeah, since George is not here, if anyone is like very adamant about speaking, let me know. But also, if you have like a shitty sound, like if you have shitty background noise, I'm gonna like kick you out because we can't. This is a big shot podcast now. I can't have background noise. Anyway, all right, let's go back to the comments and then I'll let other people speak. Um, let's see. Okay, yeah, someone says that Reba therapist was a wacko. Um, Gina says, Coco, you would be the only one keeping the business alive with your taste in men at this imaginary seniors home strip club. I didn't realize Jenny's in here. Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
Jenny's here.
Oh,
Hey, Jenny.
it's Toronto Jenny's here. Yeah, yeah. She has like a good story. Apparently, I don't know the whole deal, but like I think she has a story. She has a Lana-esque story where I guess like an Uber guy almost like kidnapped her or some shit. So we'll get that shortly. We'll get that story from Jenny shortly. Yeah, Jenny, when I let you speak shortly, just make sure there's no background noise. Anyway, let me just quickly go through the comments. Um, Chris says, "Can a throuple ever work?" I don't think so, in my opinion. Um, Sherry in Canada says, I've never been a fan of Drake. Sherry says, I'm in Vancouver today and it was 18 degrees, which is absolutely gorgeous. People were in their convertibles and shorts. Gina says it depends on where you are in Canada. Today was 55 degrees Fahrenheit. Sasha says in Michigan we have a lot of living areas in basements. Um, yeah, Gina watched Bad Vegan. Oh, just Gina, by the way, Gina who watched Bad Vegan. Just so you know, I'm friends with with Sarma of Bad Vegan. I'm like her best friend, so just had to throw that out there. Anyway, Gossip Girl says her name is Hillary, not Elaria. Um, she states she is bilingual, but she is not Spanish. Chris says I agree with Captain. It was all about her. Hardly any of Alex's scenes. The rest of Natalie's hair will fall out. Sophie is hiding.
That
Sophie.
was the most random comment, by the way.
Yeah, that's the
It
most
was like hilarious, and then Alex hair falling out.
Yeah. Okay, Gina says Sophie is hiding who she's dating. Um, Jen is a secondary character. I don't know who Jen. I'm having brain farts. Who's Jen? I don't know. Okay.
Jen, Libby's sister.
Oh yeah, yeah. Libby's sister Jen. Yeah, she's a secondary character. Um, Alec Baldwin looks like an old drunk. Do you guys? Laura says, do you guys like the new season of 90 Day Fiance? I can't get into it for some reason. I will say, like, cause so we watch. You know, it airs what at 8 p.m. and then on Sunday nights, and then we do like a live Twitter. We do a live podcast at like 11:15 usually. And I just remember the last episode. It took me like so long to get through it because I was zoning out. So that was like a bad sign. So
Mm.
anyway, do you JLP? Do you like the new season?
I mean, it's starting off slow, but it'll probably pick up. The thing that's making it drag down is that we have the Sharper and Shekinah. You know, we already know their story, so we're bored of them. And then you have the Jessica and Juan, and they're like really uneventful. Aside from the fact that we're just all waiting for him to run for the hills. So yeah, it's not really anything eventful happening, but I think maybe this Sunday we're gonna start seeing a little bit more picking up, you know. But it is kind of draggish, yeah, because Sarper and Shekinah really have no storyline other than he's saying that that he's had his visa and all of that shit, and we already know he's here. So yeah,
Yeah, I feel like I'll be more interested in the Sarpa thing if they just showed him already in the States because that'll be more like
he'd be more
relevant.
interesting already here, yeah.
Yeah, like we already know he's here, so it's like kind of
And
boring.
it's crazy that I'm sorry, she doesn't add absolutely anything to the couple. Like you can watch Sarper by himself, standalone, and you won't even notice she's not there.
Mhm.
You know, that's how boring she is. But then, I'm hoping it picks up. If not, I'm like what happened with me and the last resort. I quit like episode 5. I gave up. I was like, I'm not watching this shit no more.
Mm. Oh, and then there's Aaliyah's story with the Burger King guy. You know what I'm talking about, right? The Burger King guy.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. They haven't showed them yet. They haven't showed them.
True. So yeah, we have that to look forward
We
to.
have that to look forward to. Yeah. I mean, the guy that walks around handing people bread with his bare hands,
I feel like they did that so
handing
we
out
make.
loaves of bread with his bare hands.
I feel
That
like the
guy.
producers must have put him up to that or something.
Yeah, living in his mom's house, and then he has his girlfriend is coming now, and the mom is like a helicopter mom. So it's gonna be most likely, if I had to predict, it's a Debbie Colty thing.
Hmm.
Except for the girl doesn't look like a Larissa. She looks more docile, so I don't know how that'll play out.
Mm.
Yeah, but other than that, it's still a pretty much it's in a slump right now.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of our comment section says they think Josh is with Sophie, but I don't think that's the case because again, he's it's bros before hoes, and he's a 90-day bad boy with Rob. So Sophie
Not
all.
if the pussy's that good.
Not even if the pussy don't even
No,
have to
but
be
I feel like
good.
I feel like Sophie is a cold fish in bed. Like, do you think Sophie actually like is
Mean like a dead fish?
it's
Yeah,
like okay? Well,
Sophie. Yeah, she
I
does.
don't want to be like offensive, but do you think Sophie actually like would give a man head?
Sophie doesn't look very. You see, a lot of times when you see these women with all these fake titties and fake ass and all of this stuff, they're pretty. They're pretty non-eventful in the
Yeah,
sack.
like they're
They're
just
all
gonna like
about
sit. They're gonna
themselves.
sit there and like you do all the work.
Yeah, they're all about themselves. So, and
Yeah.
she's pretty young, so I don't think she doesn't come across as she's that
Yeah. Like she
exciting.
would like in Last Resort, she wouldn't even like lick Rob's nipples or whatever that was, right?
Yeah, I don't think she doesn't come across like someone who's into men either.
Yeah, I agree.
She comes across like she's into women and women only. Like she'll
Hmm.
entertain men for money, like on her OnlyFans, but she won't. She's not into men. She doesn't look like it or doesn't act like it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
True. All right, let's see. Sasha says she has a whole quote gaming room upstairs. This is about Jessica. She
Yeah.
has a whole gaming room upstairs that can be a whole bedroom itself.
Exactly. She could have turned that gaming room into her and Juan's
Mhm.
bedroom and put those little devils downstairs.
That's a Wyoming illogic. Sherry says Juan doesn't look happy at all. How long do you think he will stick around? Do you think they will stay together?
Oh, the green card takes like 2 years.
I don't know. It seems from what I hear in the social media world, they seem to still be together. So,
Yeah.
um, let's see. Uh, let's see. Sophie looks more exotic than she is. Sophie likes the girls. She don't have to do too much.
Yeah. She's like a lazy fuck. That's what she looks like.
Mhm. Jenny says Sophie is the type that would make the guy wear a condom to get head. True. Sophie's the type that would put like a dental dam to
No,
give
you know
her
what?
head.
She looks like the type of chick that will be reading her Instagram while she's getting eaten.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely look
She,
like she'll.
she'll be wearing her waist trainer while you're trying to like kiss her on the
Yeah, she.
stomach.
I can. Yeah, I can see her. I can see her reading her Instagram while you're trying to go down on her.
Mhm.
She looks very uneventful in the sack.
Yeah. Laura says Sophie looks boring in bed. I agree with you, Shabooty. Laura says, do y'all think that the single life is coming after the last resort is over? I don't know, but it's gonna come at some point.
Yeah,
It's gonna be pretty soon.
I think the single life.
But there's gonna be whatever the season.
Well, that might
There's
be a
gonna
little bit conflicting because a lot of the last resorters are probably going to be on single life,
yeah.
so they got to
But
give it a little
there's
breather in
it's
between,
weird
right?
because no, well, I think George said it actually. Like, so I think originally they were gonna have single life like sooner rather than later. But then I think when yours truly spilled all that tea on that Mexico singles house show, they
Yeah.
moved it up before single life. So you're gonna see like
Yeah,
the
that's what I was gonna
Mexico.
tell you. They're probably gonna give it a little gap in between to seem like the 90-day resort drama is real, and now these people are split, and then they're gonna stick something in between, and after that's over, then they'll give us another single life with the last resort contestants.
Yeah, but so before you see single life, you're gonna see the Mexico house singles resort house show.
That should be interesting.
Yeah. Because I blew that tea wide open anyway. Um, someone says I can't unsee the Burger King now. Laugh out loud, the Burger King guy.
Yeah, he's always looked like the Burger King guy.
Mhm. Gina says the new season is like watching paint dry. Uh, let's see. Someone says I could smell the filth when I watched Juan and Jessica. Natalie is a tree hugger. Sophie is a pillow princess. Shout out to Lana. Gina says, I'm so happy you're here. Let's see, I second that. Anyway, Gina says, so Josh's I don't know if this is new or not, but yeah, I guess Josh's son is doing a GoFundMe. But I feel like that's old. I don't know if that's new or old, but I feel like it might be old. And they're at like 34K up to asking.
His son is doing a GoFundMe?
Yeah, because I think his son had
Yeah,
like he
he
was
had an
in a car
accident. I think he
accident.
lost his leg.
Yeah, but I feel like if they did a GoFundMe, it was like it's been up for a while, I assume.
Yeah, it's probably been up for a while because the accident was like sometime last year.
Yeah. Sherry says the Norman Bates comment made me laugh out loud. Coco Puff said Scott fixed his Cliff palette and it's weird. It looks like a filter.
Thank you very much.
Well, I think that needs a sound effect. Gina says, wait till I get to Vegas, Coco. 2 drinks and a done club.
I'm waiting for you, darling. You just let me know in the DMs
Shabooty,
and I will meet you.
Shabooty, not to double back, but we need a good laugh. So, Coco, while you were away, we were asking, do you think Sophie is exciting in the bedroom?
Yes,
Sophie.
do. I think
You think she's a dead
no, I think
fish,
she's
or you think she's?
yeah. So I think she is not terribly exciting in bed. I actually I don't see her as this like wild vixen. I see her more of just like laying there
Yeah, right.
and
That's what I said.
flopping.
Reading her Instagram while getting head.
Yeah, I don't think she wouldn't do that because that means he would have to touch her extensions that are pretty cheap and would fall out. So, in that regard,
No, while
no.
she's getting eaten out, she's checking her Instagram,
Oh, well, yeah, that
laying on her
too.
back just like that. Okay, that's what.
I can't imagine her in any other position, honestly.
Missionary, right? Only missionary.
Yeah.
Yeah, missionary.
Missionary. All right, George, go ahead. I mean,
George.
Shabooty.
George. I'm like,
George!
Shabooty. We miss him.
let's see.
That means we miss him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay, Alicia says, I love hearing these stories. Awesome. @ George, @ Coco. JL says, I love Vegas. Coco Puff says, rugby is a young man's sport. Coco isn't interested.
And this is so true because, by the way, the entire team walked past George and I was just like, oh, yeah, they're okay. Whatever.
You were more interested in the lacrosse stick?
No, but the coach was actually pretty dashing. He looked
Oh, was
like he
he
was in his
old?
60s. Yeah, I looked
Okay,
like he was in his 60s.
true. He had gray hair?
Yeah.
Hmm. Gina says, I love Fremont Street. Jenny says, if Natalie is back on Single Life, I'm done with that show forever. Gina says, laugh out loud, Coco. It's Vegas. Why was he so shocked? Don't tell me it was his
I
first time.
it was his first time in Fremont Street.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
Fremont is way different than the rest of
Fremont
Vegas.
is an
It's
experience.
I liked it better
Mhm.
than the actual strip.
Yeah, oh yeah, the strip sucks. The Fremont
Yeah.
is where it's at.
Yeah.
It's more people watching.
Well,
Yeah, that's a,
we also went into this little place called the Whisker Pussy,
Okay.
what was
which
in
is a
there?
bar.
Oh.
It's a bar.
Oh, okay.
Mhm. You gotta go to like the drag club that Lauren works at.
I
Um,
know. I need to find it.
I'm sure he'll tell us because he's an open book.
Okay. I'll message him.
True. Okay, let's see. Sherry says I sound much clearer. Wild Child says never heard your voice before, which doesn't make sense if we do a weekly podcast. You think this is a text-based
Who
podcast?
are you?
she
So anyway,
might be new,
maybe she's new. I don't know.
I don't
or
know.
she
I don't
might have
know,
been
but that's
talking to me.
funny.
Wild Child, if you're still listening, explain yourself. Uh,
Explain yourself, woman.
maybe it's JLP. Maybe they started listening and they never heard
They
JLP. I
never
don't know.
start. They never heard me.
Yeah, Coco Puff says way better. You are crystal clear now. Yeah, because this freaking mic was like well over $200. Oh,
Wow.
anyway, it's someone says my friend says it's a bit more clear. They say you sound really good. It's actually really clear. Hear ya. Hello everyone. Hello everyone. I can't believe I'm on time for a change. Um, Someone says wait. I left for 5 minutes. Did you answer Josh and Infisa? I asked her ex on his story and he said no and basically called Josh a clown. Yeah, I don't think it's Anfisa. I agree it's not Anfisa.
Yeah,
Um
he doesn't fit that tax bracket.
yeah, he's not on Anfisa's level. She's
Yeah,
pretty high,
that's a
right?
tax bracket he's not ready for.
Yeah, like
And
she's
she's not gonna play those stupid Natalie games with him either.
Yeah, and Fisa's not gonna date a guy who like
Yeah.
She has
allegedly.
standards,
Yeah, she's not gonna
guys. She
date a
has
guy who has like
standards.
a allegedly scammy company. Allegedly.
No, or has a what? He can't. Oh, she can't visit his house or any of that shit. She's not gonna go for that.
Mhm. Oh, Gina just had a brilliant idea. So next show with George, we'll do like the Detroit strip club that Gino had the bachelor party.
Yeah.
But then after that, I'm actually gonna screenshot this because it was such a good idea. So what we're gonna do after that, I'm gonna hit up Lauren and I'm gonna ask him for like what's the name of the drag club, and then we're gonna do reviews of the drag club that Lauren works at.
Oh, fantastic. I love it.
That's brilliant. Gina,
I'm
you're
in.
brilliant.
I'm in.
Oh.
So let's see.
Yeah.
Laura says the fact that Rob was playing with her butt the way he was in their intro scene, I would have been turned on, and she didn't give in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She
she
doesn't.
didn't seem turned
She's
on by Rob
yeah.
playing with her ass.
She's definitely
No.
not playing. She's playing for home team. She's not. She's not doing the man thing. She
Mhm.
likes her friend. She was more. She showed more excitement when she was with Kay, hanging out and doing all the stuff with Kay than when she's been with Rob the entire of their whole relationship.
Yeah, I think Sophie is the type that just wants like to lay back while another woman eats her out, and she doesn't do anything.
Yeah, she definitely doesn't look like she participates in anything. She just lays there
Yeah.
and eats
Um, Co-
crumpets.
Coco Puff says whisper pussy. That's the game Sophie and her roommate played. Oh.
Whisper pussy.
Coco,
um,
you naughty thing.
yeah, it's funny how the Coco Puff is as funny as our Coco. Anyway,
Oh.
let's see. Um, Sophie is a starfish. What's a starfish?
It just lays there open.
Oh yeah, it's laser like a dead. No, I think she meant like a dead fish.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I was
I
saying.
mean, a
Dead
Yeah,
fish.
starfish
dead
Like it
just
fish.
just
lay.
flops
I
around.
mean, if you see a
Lay what?
starfish, the starfish, the two arms and the two legs are open and it doesn't
Mhm.
move.
It's like a dead fish spread eagle.
Yeah, spread eagle. Yeah, starfish it just lays
Yeah,
there.
Aw.
I like
true.
that. I'm gonna steal that.
Let's see. Coco Puff says Josh's son was in the hospital and he was dealing with Natalie. I cannot believe she was treating him like that during a serious time in his life. She's selfish.
I can't believe.
Yeah, she is. She's a total
I
selfish
can't believe he
cunt.
was filming a reality show while his son was fighting for his life. That's more
Hmm.
unbelievable.
Well, yeah, that's
And even lost
shitty.
a limb. And the other occupant of the vehicle was killed.
Yeah, he was killed.
So you're filming
Hmm.
a reality show while all of this is going on?
Well, what's the phrase? What's this? Coco should know. What's the saying? Like the show must go on or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, the show must
the
go
show
on.
must go on.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess.
Okay.
But I don't know.
Now's the part of the show. I'm going to invite people to speak. So Jenny in Toronto, if you want to speak, let me know. Gossip Girl, you are able to speak if you unmute yourself, and then we'll obviously get to Lana at some point tonight. Um, if anyone doesn't speak, oh yeah, go ahead, Gossip Girl.
Hello, everyone.
Hi,
Hey,
Gossip
Hi.
Girl.
Nice to see you all tonight.
you too. What do you want to talk about?
Josh and the secondary character. I'm convinced it's got to be a secondary.
It's probably Jen, right?
She fits the bill.
Yes.
Although I thought she was married. No?
No.
No,
No. She
no.
used to
No.
be. That's the one with the two children, right?
That's the one with like the
The,
new booty,
yeah, but she has two kids.
probably.
And she was married to the guy that was a DJ on the radio. Jen, Libby's sister, right?
Yeah, Jen. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think she was with the African
Yeah,
American
yeah,
dude
the
or
black
something.
guy that was he's a
Yeah,
DJ or something on a radio station. She has two kids.
yeah.
She fits the bill for Josh
Yes.
then. It can't be a mean who would go near him with Natalie running around loose.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the one thing I will say, Josh is getting on my good side because he was like shitting on Jasmine.
Well, yeah, that made me kind of like him a little bit too.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Because of that. But
Mhm.
I still think he's weird. I still think he's a little
Still a
off.
little shady, right?
Yeah, just he's there for the paycheck. I can't fault him for that
Hmm.
because he had to put up with Natalie,
Yes.
and I have no love for that person. She's
She's
awful.
awful. Ever since she was, even with in her first seasons with Michael, she was awful.
Well, she's got. Do you remember when she started with Michael? She was Miss Religion,
Right,
and she did that whole big
right,
thing
right,
that he believed in aliens,
right.
and she couldn't be with him, and she broke up with him while he was in
Yep.
the
Mhm.
wherever she's from.
Ukraine. Back then they were in Ukraine.
That's right. And she broke up with him that day because he couldn't go to church or something. And then
Yeah.
she didn't drink alcohol. She was a
Right, right.
good,
Yep.
Christian, whatever it was that she was. But yet
Yep. She was a Catholic, and she was always praying and mad that he didn't pray before he ate and all that stuff.
didn't stop her from blowing him. But
Yeah, yeah.
the other stuff.
Right, right.
She was a good Christian. Other than
Yep.
that,
She got to the woods and she said, "This shit ain't for me."
Mhm.
And
yeah,
started acting switched up real quick.
that's always bothered me about her. And then all of a sudden, we see her eating meat, drinking alcohol. What else?
Exactly. Exactly.
So,
Yeah,
my
and then Josh didn't actually body shame her.
no, and that's a big issue for everybody. I mean, it's like someone crying, rape, and it's not. I mean, it's not as
Yes.
obviously as dramatic as that, but it's the same thing. You don't make an issue when there is no issue.
She couldn't find any. Remember, she even wanted him to get rid of Uncle Bo. She didn't want Uncle Bo around. She didn't like the cat. She didn't like the house. She didn't like the
Mhm.
woods.
The
The
mother,
woods.
yeah,
Yeah, the mother was a problem. I don't even think the mother was that much of a problem, but she was like, "Oh, the mother's a problem."
Mhm.
The mother was just calling it like she see it.
Mhm.
didn't she accuse the mother of calling her a prostitute?
Yeah, a hooker.
Yes, a
Mhm.
hooker.
A hooker.
A
A
hooker. They
hooker.
met a
She
hooker.
called me a hooker, Josh.
And now she's right. You're the hooker.
Mhm.
Kind of.
She's a hooker.
Kind of. And
Like, sorry to interrupt. Like, Jenny from Toronto, are you there? Let's see if she'll speak.
What's that?
What's
Jenny!
up?
Hey, Jenny.
Hey, beautiful people.
What's up?
What's up, Jenny?
Oh, just watching the snow come down.
Oh shit.
Oh.
You're the Toronto people. I mean, the Canadian people love us apparently.
Well, we
We
love
do.
Canada, so.
I stand with Canada.
Me too.
Yay! I am single and accepting marriage applications.
Yeah, no,
Sweet.
I already told Jenny you better not get with Kyle.
The sperm guy.
oh my
Disgusting.
god.
Mhm. But so, Jenny, you have a horror story of an Uber trying to kidnap you or something?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so
Oh no.
this was in 2014-ish. So Uber's around, but some of their security features aren't really there yet. So they didn't have like a GPS map of where you were going on your screen.
Mhm.
And I had just come back from living in the UK for 2 years. So I had a UK phone number. And this guy picked me up I was going either from Brooklyn to Queens or Queens to Brooklyn. I was going from a party to a friend's house. And this guy picks me up in a old Lincoln car and the doors are locked and we're driving and I noticed that we're driving in a weird direction because we have to cross a couple bridges and stuff. So I was like, are we going in the fastest route? And he starts talking about a party. And he's like, oh, my friend, this and this and that. They're at a party right now and you should come. So I'm saying, no, thank you. It's 3:30 in the morning. I want to go home. And then he locks the door. And he's like, you're coming to the party. And he starts
Mhm.
driving faster. And I'm just like in the back of the car. And I am a true crime junkie. I am a true crime girly. I know what to do. So I now realize what situation I'm in. So I was like, okay, do not be taken to a second location. Otherwise, I'm dead. So I'm sitting there thinking of like, what else can I do? I'm looking down at my shoes. Do I have shoelaces? No. I have like Velcro. And so I get like the sharpest keys I have from my bag and I slide behind him to the seat behind the driver's seat. And I just jam my keys directly into his neck and I whisper in his ears. I was like, I'm going to die and you're going to die with me right now.
Mhm.
like ready. Like I was thinking I have to be ready for all of us to die in this moment. So I was like, stop the fucking car. So he stopped the car and he let me out. Like no plans, no nothing. I didn't even call another Uber, just a regular cab picked me up. And
So like he at that point he unlocked the doors or something?
yeah, he unlocked it and just let me out.
Oh.
But like
What did he say to you though?
nothing.
Oh.
He said nothing at all. So I think I would have become like a Law and Order SVU episode if I didn't just get out in the middle of the street.
And then when you got out, like where were you?
I don't even know where I was. I was just on the side of the street somewhere, so I just hailed a cab that was happening to go by.
You were in Manhattan though?
I was somewhere in like Brooklyn, Queens, yeah, somewhere in New
You
York.
weren't even in Manhattan. You were in like a shitty part.
And like I'm not from New York, so I have no idea where I am, and I have my UK phone number. I don't have data. Like it was awful.
No, if you weren't in Manhattan, you're probably in a safe area. But if you were in like the other boroughs, it's probably a shitty area.
Oh really? I thought it was cool
Not
hipsters.
shitty. The other boroughs are not shitty, Shabooty.
Yeah, Shabooty, come on
Brooklyn
now.
is
Fuck
I'm
off.
from
Brooklyn
New
is
York.
nice,
I'm
but
from New York.
Don't mess with JLP, man.
Now, if you were in the
She'll leave.
Bronx, I would have said you were the shitty area because I'm from the
that's what I
Bronx.
mean. Like
The
Bronx
Bronx
is
is shitty, but they have their nice parts. They're little nice patches here and there, but yeah, the Bronx is shitty.
no, Brooklyn is nice and Manhattan's nice. I don't know about anything else.
Queens is actually nice too. Queens is actually very quiet.
Okay.
Queens has my people. The
Yeah,
Koreans are in Queens.
Koreans and a lot of Eastern European.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Then you got a regular yellow cab, and then you got home
that
in one
shit is
piece.
scary.
Yeah, I got in a regular cab, got home, didn't tell nobody about it for a few days, and then just I don't know, I compartmentalized it as a traumatic memory and threw it in the back of my mind.
So are you like uncomfortable getting Ubers now, or what?
I was for a while. So for a while, whenever I got into an Uber, I would send a screenshot of the Uber ride and like the license plate to my friend right away, or share my ride when that feature came.
You know, and I'm just gonna mention you were probably not the first person to experience something like that with Uber because they changed up their safety features. Now you got to see the
Yeah.
plate number, the picture of the driver, and the car you're getting into.
Yeah, and they used to like straight up give your real phone number to the drivers. And I used to have so many drivers hitting me up after the ride, being like, "Hey, what's up, girl? What's up, girl? I want to rub your feet." Da, 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 da. Like so disgusting.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they started vetting those Uber drivers because they were like out of control. Just picking people up random, saying that they were your Uber driver. And when you're downtown and you're partying and you call an Uber back then, whatever car pulled up and saw you standing on the corner, you thought it was your Uber and you'd hop in.
That's happened to me. I hopped into a random guy's car, very drunk, and I was like, "Hey, Uber for Jenny?" And he's like, where are you going?" So I told him. He's like, "Sure." He's just some random guy. He drove me home. I was like, "Can I pay you cash?" And I had like a $2 coin, and he's like, "It's okay."
Yeah, I guess when you're a hot Asian chick, you just get free rides or some shit.
Listen, I either get free rides or I get kidnapped. So either way, it's free.
Lana, I know you're listening. If you want to speak, let me know. But if you don't, I understand. Jenny, I know you're like a diehard fan of our podcast. Did you watch did you listen to the old episodes with Lana's stories and stuff?
No, I haven't gone that far yet. I've been going back in time slowly.
Yeah, I feel like in the perfect world, I would have like pulled out all the Lana stories into like an independent episode because there was a series of Lana stories that were kind of classic. But if you listen to it from like newest to oldest, it would kind of ruin it. You would almost have to listen from like oldest to newest.
You know what, Shabooty, we should add that to the podcast. Right towards the end, we have one listener give a scary story that they've had. That would be good, like a little like what she just did right there with that little story about the cab driver. We can have people just give a random scary situation they've been in.
Oh, I have so many. I could tell you about like the weirdest penis I've ever encountered in my entire life.
That sounds like a good one.
Like in my 20 years of seeing penises, this was the weirdest one.
Oh my god.
Do
tell.
Right
You got my
now?
attention.
Sure.
Is it in the White House?
Oh.
No. Okay, so I'm gonna try my best to describe with words. Are you ready?
Yes.
Mm.
So this is supposed to be a stock model, standard, hooded, turtlenecked, uncircumcised penis.
Okay.
Okay. It's probably of about 6-7 inch of height and
Oh,
like a good like a dill pickle girth. Like I don't mind it.
okay. Sounds good so
Okay.
far.
All that is good, right? So it was soft and now it's rising. It's rising. It's rising. It's rising. And so I'm on my way to take a look at the top. And there's no hole. You know what I'm saying?
What?
The opening of the penis, like the hole where you would pee out of and come out of when you pull your foreskin back a little bit, right?
Mm.
What?
There's no hole. The top of the penis is just skin.
So where was the hole?
Exactly. So I went hunting. And I'm trying to be all sexy about it. I don't want to like make him, feel self-conscious. So I'm like kissing him and like touching around the penis and the sides, the top, the bottom, and then I found the hole.
Oh,
So
Lord.
now imagine if you're the guy and the dick is on you. So dick is pointing upwards because you have a heart on you.
Yeah.
And your right hand is around your dick. The hole
Okay.
is where your fingers are.
No way.
On the outside, about halfway down between the tip of the dick to the bottom of the dick is an opening.
No way. No way.
And so I was like, maybe there's like a scar tissue. So I'm trying to move this hole to the top. And he was like,
It was on the base or something?
it was like halfway down his dick.
No way.
So I'm trying
No
to pull
way.
it up to like expose the hole towards the top. And he's laughing. He's like, what are you doing? This is a weird like hand job motion. And I was like, I'm trying to help you clean your dick because there's no way you're cleaning this. So I'm like tapping it to make it go down a little bit, and we're laughing because he's getting harder. And I was like, I need to move this opening. So I'm trying to like pull it down a little bit because the opening of the hole is obviously too small. So he has one of these conditions where you have to manually stretch out the opening a little bit every day. I Googled it on my way back. And he just hasn't done it yet. So I gently asked him, does it hurt if I pull this down a little bit? And he goes, why would you pull it down?
I'm confused.
I'm trying to picture. Is it like a blowhole on a whale?
Yes.
Like a blowhole on a whale.
Yes.
Right?
Exactly.
Because the blowhole is on the top of the whale's head.
But
so
this
penis
blowhole,
eye.
yeah, this one was on
Man,
the side.
I wish we had like a whale sound effect right now.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Oh my hole.
That's a dolphin sound. No, but
I would have had to. Now I'm going to be thinking about this penis.
Well, you see, after I saw it, I obviously wasn't gonna do anything without a condom. Like obviously with the condom you can't tell that much of a difference of weird freaky holes.
Yeah.
So like that part of it was fine, but I just couldn't get over it. So I kind of went investigating.
I want
Right.
to know where the cum was going to come out of.
Exactly. So I'm thinking if
Jesus.
if he's like and then he blows at the top where
Like a
his
blowhole.
urethra opening is, the top will like bloop, like bulge up like a little balloon, and then it leaks out the hole off the side.
Oh my god! It was a human.
I would have to take a
listen,
picture of that thing.
I've had my share of very weird penises. I've had an upside down penis.
Oh.
Like you know the real crooked one?
Yeah.
Peyronie's.
Yeah,
The Peyronie's diseases. The Peyronie's disease.
I don't know what the fuck that was.
Yeah, that's
but
Peyronie's when they have like that shape like a C.
Let's get back to Jenny though. So wait, did you make him come or not?
Shabooty has his hands down his pants right now.
I recall I asked him, can I see it after we had sex? And he was like, see what? And I was like,
the whole
the whole thing, your whole process of getting this condom off, rinsing off your dick. Like I need to see the hygiene.
I want to look him in the eye.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the bathroom with you Because I need to
Mm.
prove there's no dick cheese in there because I assumed there
Oh.
is.
Oh.
Oh my god! I'm just thinking about it being like a whale with a blowhole in the top, and then shit comes out of there. That would have freaked me out.
I don't think he's gotten that fix. I think it is definitely a fix he can do.
Mm.
I've also dated a guy who got circumcised when he was 21. So like there's things you can do.
Yeah. But to fix the blowhole,
And he just didn't know it was weird that you wouldn't pull it down. He was like, "What do you mean? People pull it down?" I was like, "You're 39 years old."
I mean, I'm still stuck on the whole part.
Yeah. So wait. So does he not have the ability to like if you wanted to give someone a facial, he's not able to like shoot on somebody?
You got to put
I'm
it to your cheek, probably.
I'm guessing he'd have
Rub
to
it
be
on
like
your cheek.
soft. His dick would have
Mm.
to be soft enough to move that opening of the
Mm.
foreskin and then get hard enough and then aim it, I
Yo,
guess.
what if you fucked an alien, man?
Who knows?
Right? What if it was an alien? You know how they transform, how aliens they take human form and skin. So maybe he didn't get that part down. He was in a rush to put the human skin on, and he just said fuck it. Then he probably went back and told his other alien friends, "Listen, the suit you gave me got the hole in the wrong spot."
Mm-hmm.
Oh my! I think
I
it
will
was the
add
alien. I
I'll
think
have
he
to
fucked an
add
alien.
I'll add alien to my passport.
Yes, we're gonna put Jenny that fucked an alien.
Yeah, that's your new nickname, I guess.
My
Alien
favorite
fucker?
Martian.
Jenny the Martian fucker.
The Martian fucker, but he's gotta be really hot.
Okay, like 80s hot.
Like an early 50s salt and pepper hot.
Ooh,
Yeah,
nice.
those are
Good
good.
start. Good start.
Yeah, that's a good range right
I,
there.
I have
Yeah.
officially I've officially given up on human men, so here we are.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, after seeing that shit, I would have been fucking. I would have wanted to take a picture of it or something. I would have ran
Oh my
downstairs and
god.
said, "Let me get one of these disposable cameras from the grocery store. I got to take a picture of this from my archives."
If I could have had like a little pocket camera for all the weird penises I've seen, girls.
Right, right.
Oh
Same.
my god, like the you know like in the 50s and 60s diners, you see those like little tiny salt and pepper shakers in your tables that
Yeah,
are like not even like an inch and a half long,
yeah.
and they're like real pointed at the top and like real wide at the
Yes,
bottom, like a
yes,
pylon.
yes. I've seen one of those. I've seen one
I've
of
seen one
those.
of
Those
those.
bullet points. I call them bullet points.
Yes, so
Mm.
I've seen one of those on a Peruvian guy who had clap lights for his bedroom, and it
Oh,
was
that's so hot.
fully dedicated in Spider-Man.
Ugh.
Mm.
God, I fucking love that man already.
he I he was a
Why are you laughing, JLP? Okay, you know
Clap
what? It's a
lights.
very practical thing to have.
Clap lights is what gets you off, Coco.
but also
Yes, it
two
does
more things.
actually.
There's two more things because he's also a magician.
Oh, I said a midget. I
And
was like, oh, because he's also a midget.
A
and,
magician.
and I met him because I was at a strip club and he was security.
A magician with a bullet point penis and clap lights.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I mean, the clap lights would have gotten me, but you know.
I went on 2 dates and then he stalked me for a year.
Oh my god.
No.
Yeah, showed up to my work and everything.
Did he have like a cape, like a magician's cape and a hat with the rabbit and stuff like that?
Did he make the
No.
restraining order disappear?
No, but you know what's funny? He's sort of like well known around Toronto as that weird guy that rides a subway
Oh
I'm
my
sorry.
god.
with
I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh. I don't mean to laugh.
he's
No,
carrying
I'm
his two parrots on his shoulders.
What?
Wait, he has parrots?
He has two parrots.
Oh, that's a red flag times two.
Jenny,
I
how drunk
know.
were you?
Listen, I was not drunk enough because he poured me. He said I have wine. I said okay. He takes out this 2-liter plastic jug of red wine where it's only like an inch of it left, which means it's
Okay.
all air. And he pours it to me in one of those old McDonald's
Stop it.
Oh my.
Spider-Man cups.
Oh my.
Stop it. What?
And so I was like, I'm already here. I'm already here for the story. I'm committed.
Hmm.
So I have a sip of it.
Did he escape a mental institution by
Oh my
chance?
Did you put your like keys up to his neck?
Oh my
He
god!
probably
No.
bended
I
them.
wouldn't have been
Oh
able
my
to contain
God.
myself.
I
I would have been calling the police like right away.
I
Like
would have faked diarrhea.
no, okay. We went for dinner.
oh god.
And then he complained about the prices of the beers to the waiter the entire time.
I mean, on a magician.
I would have been so embarrassed.
What do you expect on a magician's salary?
Who
Honestly.
also works a valet at a strip club.
Yeah.
And like it seemed expensive for him, so I was like thinking maybe I'll just offer to get it. It's like not a big deal. But then I thought, fuck it, let him pay.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Oh
So
my god.
you were having like light Labatt's beer or some shit?
I think I had like a Peroni.
Hmm.
And we went to his place. He showed me the clap lights.
Did he jizz out of a blowhole too?
No, he
And
had this one was the bullet point. The penis is shaped like
Oh yeah, my bad. It's hard to keep track of all these dicks.
like a 50 caliber bullet. Like
Oh
pointy
yeah, my
like
bad.
that. I've
there's
seen
also
this.
like, you know how you sometimes see on like some immigrants' walls, they put up an entire rug up on the wall
Yeah.
or like
Yeah.
a blanket.
Yeah.
And this
It
one
was like a
Spider-Man.
tapestry.
It was Spider-Man.
Yeah.
A Spider-Man blanket. Oh my god. I would have left right there. As soon as he clapped those lights on, I would have dipped.
I know, but like this man is a Latino, so like he was a good kisser.
I would have told him, drop your pants. Before I walked into the door, I would have said, drop your pants, let me see what you're working with. And then I would have decided it was worth the headache.
Well, once I got there and then I discovered what I was working with, and I discovered I'm gonna have to try to, like, the only thing I can do is try to light a fire using these sticks.
Oh no.
You gotta rub them together, just light a fire like I'm in the woods.
No way. No way.
Or this is
No way.
just like a weird situation. So then I pulled the very classic, oh, I think I'm too drunk, my head hurts, I called an Uber.
I would have hightailed out of there, man.
Yeah.
That story is insane because that just reminds me about like a really awful date I had where I had to basically call my brother to come pick me up, and the guy found out that I didn't call an Uber, and he texted me the next day asking me for me to Venmo him that I used him for like one Manhattan that he bought me. So yeah.
Why are men so poor?
I don't know.
You know
this guy
what?
was a writer for a TV show too, and I was like, "Oh my god, you're fucking crazy."
That's the problem when you go to these clubs and you drink and you start seeing beer. You know, you get beer goggles and
Beer goggles,
and you
yeah.
start seeing all these, men that they start looking good and like wealthy and stuff, and you're in the you're in the mood, and you bypass all that shit. Then you wake up in the morning, you're like, what the fuck? What was going on here? What was I thinking? I would walk up with that Spider-Man on the wall and the clapping lights.
Oh my god.
And the clappy lights with the
He also
with the
had
magician's cape.
yes. He also had in his bathroom the pair of Spider-Man and his the Black Spider toothbrushes
No, that's too
and the
creepy.
toothpaste. The
Like,
shower cap.
how old was he around?
38.
No.
Oh my god, you should have dated his father.
Oh my god.
Probably wouldn't have been better.
I would have ran out of there naked into the hallway if I woke up in that scenario like that.
Oh my god, I would have died.
I wouldn't have
if I
told a
slept with
soul about that.
38-year-old.
I wouldn't tell a soul that story.
I'm telling you guys.
And then he hangs out on the train with two parrots.
Yeah. Like, listen, if you Google like Toronto subway guy 2 parrots,
I'm
you'll
just
find
doing
it.
it right now.
Yeah,
Give me a second.
we gotta get a picture of that. Somebody
Wait,
get a
hold
picture
on.
of that.
Okay, so I'm looking Toronto.
Somebody
magician,
get that. Somebody get me a visual.
I'm so
2
embarrassed.
parrots.
That is fucking
Infamous.
hilarious.
Like, was there bird shit in his house too or no?
No, his tiny 1-bedroom apartment was 80% bird cage.
Oh, Jesus
Oh.
Christ. No, imagine you're birds.
Is his name
clappers,
Joseph?
Birds
It
clappers.
might be Joseph.
It's Joseph Gabriel.
Oh shit! Post a picture, Coco.
You have a photo?
Oh no, he's in Vegas. Sorry.
Oh.
Oh my god.
And I just wanted to be known, I do not typically date men like this. I was in a period of, let me just open up my walls and see what
Now,
happens.
Yeah, never open up your walls.
now it all
Never
makes
open
sense.
up your
Now it all
walls.
makes sense why we all watch 90 Day Fiance.
Mm.
We're
Yes.
not wrapped too
We're just
tight.
like,
We're
oh.
not
And
wrapped too
this,
tight.
and this is why I froze my eggs last summer, because I was like, oh, it's the end for me. No more men.
Yeah,
That
Jenny is basically like Canadian Coco.
Yeah.
That's me. And my nickname's also Coco, which is funny.
Oh my
Oh
god!
my
I've met
God.
3 people today like that said their nickname was Coco.
It's so
That's
funny.
hilarious.
I have a funny story of how I became Coco to do with what I worked for an illegal gambling website, and they were being racist. That's another story for another time.
Oh. Yeah, you're gonna have to be a regular Coco. Coco 2.
is one of the
I'm Coco
is one of the
1.
parrots colorful and the other one gray?
One's definitely an African gray.
Yes, there's a guy here with an African gray and another
Oh.
colorful one.
Yeah,
Somebody sent me a link, I think.
he's a brunette.
Yes, he's fair skin, like olive skin.
I think his name's Jason.
Oh my goodness!
Is it him?
I'm hoping.
Like somebody sent me a picture of the oh wait. I think somebody sent me a tweet or something. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Like Jenny, I'm gonna feature a tweet and you tell me if it's him.
Let me see.
Okay, check out the tweet in like in the Twitter space.
Oh my god.
Is that him?
Yeah, that's him.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god.
Wait. Yeah, that's the
Check the
picture I was
Twitter
showing.
space.
The African gray and the
It's a
colorful one.
video.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Guys.
Jenny,
Jenny.
why?
Oh,
Guys, I was
Why,
Jenny.
going
Jenny?
through
You
a
could have done
phase.
so much better.
I
Oh,
was going through a
Jenny.
phase.
Oh, Jenny.
But Shabooty, this was
I
also
mean, I get.
around the same time I flew out to Russia for that NBA player. So this is, I was in a time.
Oh my god! I mean,
Yeah, you were in
he's
your
not bad looking. He's not bad looking. He's just weird.
He's totally weird.
He's not bad
Totally,
looking.
He
totally.
kind of looks like EScott, but with like Josh Weinstein mixed together. They had a baby.
Mm.
Oh God.
Tell me I'm
He's
wrong.
not that bad looking. He's just a weirdo. Yeah, he just looks like a weirdo.
Is that a tip jar?
Yeah, tip jar. He got the water bottle on the side, the fanny pack going on with pictures.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm
He
sorry.
got Jenny's
He belongs
picture.
on Fremont. He
He
belongs
got Jenny's
on Fremont.
pictures on his fanny pack.
Oh my God,
If you
no.
see Jenny, please tell her I love her.
He used to wait outside my office doors for like an hour, being like, "When are
What?
you leaving?"
No fucking way.
No, stop
Yeah,
it. Are
I
you
had to.
serious?
I blocked him on everything, and I was like, "I don't understand."
Holy shit.
We went on one date. It went horribly. And
Imagine
Oh
him.
my god, that's
Imagine
psychotic.
coming out of work and this person standing there with 2 parrots
Mhm.
and a magician cape.
yo, Toronto is a very interesting city. Come visit.
Oh
I can't wait to
my
visit Toronto.
goodness.
Not even joking.
No, that story is excellent. Excellent.
Oh, that was a great story.
That was a great
I'm
one. That was a
dying right
good
now.
one. We gotta do one story every week, Shabooty.
Mhm. Oh, and Lana's here too. So Lana, you have any? What's new with you?
Hey guys.
Hey Lana.
Hey, Lana.
Hi, how's everybody doing?
We're good.
Good.
We're good.
Good. I'm good. I'm just sitting here listening to everybody, having a cocktail, enjoying myself.
You don't have any pet parrots, right?
No damn parrots here. All I got is one pussy, and that's Lucy, my cat.
Oh, okay, good. I thought that was the name of your actual pussy.
It wouldn't surprise
Where's
me when
Lucy?
Lana
He
started.
was like, okay, then
Lucy.
she made a choice.
Yep, that's
Well,
my
Lucy's
Lucy
a
girl.
That's a bad name though for a pussy.
Lucy, you'll be a very naughty pussy.
And she's a redhead. She's a red cat. So she's
Fire.
Oh,
an
I love
orange
red
orange
pussies.
tabby. So she had to be a Lucy.
She's a red orange tabby. Those cats are
Ye-
they're possessed. I have two of
oh
them.
yes.
I have two of them, and oh boy.
Oh yes.
You
Lucy's
think
something
you're
else. But you know, I was thinking earlier when you guys were talking about the strip clubs and things, it made me think when I was like 14, 15 years old, I used to babysit for like a high class prostitute stripper lady.
Uh-huh.
And she was like the most beautifulest black woman I had ever seen in my life. I mean, this lady was stunningly gorgeous. And her apartment, her like closets had nothing but lingerie, that type of thing. And she had this fancy boyfriend that always wore a fur jacket, and he looked like Shaft on the movie Shaft, with the hat and everything. I always thought that was her boyfriend, but it was her pimp. And this man would come to my house, he would pick me up, and my mom would let him. And when I think back, I'm like, Mom, didn't you see that? But anyway, my mom would let him pick me up and he'd take me over to her house. And she would always be in the shower, getting dressed, ready for her night. And this guy would pick out exactly what she was going to wear, everything from the jacket to the makeup to everything she did. He picked it all out. And she had one little boy. He was a sweet little kid. And that's who I babysit. And they would leave. And I wouldn't see them until maybe the next morning. She would come in. They would both come in, but she would look exhausted. Like, I don't know what that lady did all night, but I mean, she looked wore the fuck out. But I would hear they would like go into her room or whatever, and she would instantly get in the shower. I would always hear the shower, and then afterwards, I would hear him beating her ass.
Oh God.
And I would be in the living room, and I'd be on the couch, and I'd be under a blanket, just scared. And I was like, man, I can't go out the door and run out because I live like 30 minutes away from them. He would have to drive me back home. But I don't know if this man, he put her out there to do her thing, and she was such a beautiful lady, but I never understood why when they came back he would always whoop her ass.
Maybe she was short on cash.
True.
She was shorting him.
Or refusing to do things that he wanted her to do.
Well, after coming home from working all night, she probably was expected to have more money than she was carrying.
Yeah, they paid me more than anybody else I ever babysit for, so I always said yes when they'd call. I'd always say, yeah, I'll babysit. But I was always afraid of him. But he never did anything inappropriate to me, or said anything inappropriate to me at all. Never. But he seemed like he was just all about his business. It was like, her, get ready, hurry up. We got to be there, and put this on, and, that type of thing. He would always have, her house was always filled with food. She had everything beautiful. I always thought they just had a lot of money at first. I didn't realize that he was tricking this lady out. And she was one of the most beautifulest women I had ever seen in my life. And still to this day, she reminded me a little of Donna Summers mixed with a little of Diana Ross back then. She was just stunning.
Oh.
But what that lady went through was pure hell. It was so crazy to me. And that's why I was thinking about the strippers. And I was like, because all of her clothes in her closet, like I was nosy, when they would leave, I would always go through her clothes and look at what she had and things like that. And this lady, everything she wore was just sexual, purely sexual. Like the lingerie with the bras with the holes around the nipple areas where easy access, underwears with easy access.
The crotchless
That's all
panties.
she had.
The crotchless panties.
Yes. That was all that lady had. But every time she walked out the door, she looked elegant and stunning, and she always had on a fur or something. So I never seen what she was wearing. I could never see what she had on that night because she would always walk out like, I guess she didn't want her babysitter to know what she was doing. But I was a little too smart for that. So I knew something wasn't right. But it was so weird because I think about those strippers and the ones that are out there making that money, and half of them aren't doing it for themselves. They're doing it for men.
It's like Lana in Fresno. Are there like any famous strip clubs?
There is, but they're mainly in Clovis. Like we have a little area called Clovis, which is like 20 minutes down the street from me, literally, but it's a whole nother town. But they have a couple of strip clubs there.
Okay,
that
like,
are pretty popular.
is there? Because do you okay? Well, do you like when we read the reviews of like strip club 1 star strip club reviews?
Oh, I crack up every
Yeah.
time because I always think about what my brother would say when he went to strip clubs, and what my son told me when they took him to the strip club for his birthday,
Hmm.
and that type of thing, you know. So all I knew is what the men would tell me. I've never been to a strip club myself.
Okay. Well, you should let me know what is the most popular one in your area, and then we could read the reviews of that in a future show.
Oh, I got to do that. I'll look that up for sure. Matter of fact, my brother-in-law that just passed, God rest his soul, he had a saying, and I said, you know what? I got to tell this to Shabooty because every time somebody tells you a story or something that's exciting, my
Mhm.
brother-in-law would say, "Let you tell it." And I go, you know what? I got to give that to Shabooty. I go, we got to do that in honor of him.
Mhm.
So every time you hear something good, you can
Yeah.
make one of your little sound effect things that you do, saying, "Let you tell it."
No, that's good. In a future show, I could do that at the beginning of the show, then I could drop it in like the whole show.
Yes. Yes. And everybody loved it. So even at his service, somebody spoke on it. Yeah, I could just hear him walking in the room saying, "Let you tell it."
That's his version of me saying true all the time.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. And I thought the same thing. I was like, oh, I got to give Shibuti that one,
Hmm.
you know, because that was one of his famous sayings. He loved it.
Yeah, and I know the show was different tonight without George, but we'll get him back ASAP.
Yeah, for sure. I missed all of you guys. I missed everybody. I've been so
Hmm.
busy. I did
Yeah.
4 funerals in a month. So that was just too much for me.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yes, it was just awful. Oh gosh, you know, I lost my sister, and then my other sister lost her husband 4 days after our sister died. So we had to
Hmm.
deal with my sister's service, and then I had to be by my sister for her service.
Yeah,
And
I've
then I
been there.
lost
I've
my
been there.
childhood friend,
I've
you
been in
know,
that situation where funerals are
right?
back to back to back to back. Yeah.
Yes, girl. You know how they say it comes in threes?
Yeah.
Well, when it hit 4, that's when I was like, son of a bitch, stop now. You know?
Hmm.
That's enough. That's enough, you know?
Yeah.
It was crazy, but thank God I got through that month. And I was still listening to you guys. I was just anonymous, but
Hmm.
I just wasn't in speaking mood. So I
But
wasn't
our
talking.
our podcast at least made you feel better, right?
It did. It always
Yeah.
made me feel better. And I just felt like I needed that fix. I needed to
Hmm.
take my mind off of the other things for a minute, you know? I needed to
Yeah.
decompress, listen to Shabooty and George, you know, and Coco and JLP, and just enjoy at least 3 hours of my day, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. We
No, yeah,
come
because
here to
I
make
listened to
everybody
the.
feel better.
Yeah, I'm sorry for your the horror, the worst life, worst month of your life probably, but
Right.
yeah, no, like even me, like I'll listen to the playback the following day, like on Saturdays, I'll listen to the playback, and it relaxes me as well, even listen back to it. So
Yes, it really does. It just relaxes me. I just sit and listen and laugh. I'm cracking up with
mhm.
everybody else, and and I'm just like, oh my god, you guys are just too much. I love it.
Yeah, like I remember like last Saturday I was listening to the playback, but that was during the time when like all those weird bloggers were like attacking me, so I was having to
Oh
feel.
Yeah. What was
yes.
that about, Shabooty?
Oh,
I
I
don't
was
know. It's like
getting
a
mad, Shabooty. I was ready to fight everybody. I was like, they better fucking leave him alone, man. I was
no.
taking it personal.
Yeah, it was weird because it's like all the haters were like all friends with each other. So it was like high school, you know what I mean?
Right.
It wasn't like 3 independent people that like independently didn't like me. It was like 3 people that were all friends that didn't like me.
Right.
So it was like high school. So yeah, like and then they're all like taking turns attacking me on last weekend. So kind of like ruined my ability to like chill and listen to my playback of the podcast because I had to fight back.
Yeah, you know, all that was just jealousy. That's all that
Mhm.
shit is.
Exactly.
Because they're not a
They're making
part
a
of the Shabooty chain. You know,
exactly.
if you want to be in it, bitch.
Yeah,
If not,
exactly.
shut the fuck up.
Exactly. And don't make up like stories like they were like, making a bullshit like I buy to like boost my posts or bullshit like that.
Right.
Like fuck that. I
Yeah,
don't.
that you pay
Why
and
would I
oh come
pay to
on.
boost my posts? Fuck that. You know what I mean? My shit's like
Bullshit.
organically pop. My shit organically pops off. Why the fuck would I need to pay?
Exactly. There's
Yeah.
nothing fake about you, Shabooty. So anybody that knows you or who have listened to your podcast or anything, no, there's
Hmm.
nothing fake about you.
Yeah, the only thing I pay for is like the hosting for the podcast, and that's literally it because you got to pay to host your podcast.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
But yeah, last week is a whole JLP is a whole thing. You should go listen to the last
Yeah, I'm
Sunday
gonna give.
show.
I mean, I saw little snippets of it
Yeah,
on the chat and stuff like that with the whole the
we don't need to get into
yeah, no, we
specifics,
don't
but
we get that, but yeah, people are just jealous. They're jealous that we're blowing up and we got a lot of
yeah,
cool folks over here on our
They
yeah.
are.
podcast.
Then they want to like take credit or some shit, like as if we're not
We
the
got
ones
all the
doing the
cool
work.
kids. They mad they can't sit at our table.
Hmm.
That's exactly what it is. They're mad because they're not a part of it.
They can't sit at our table. You can't sit with us.
That's right.
Sure, exactly. And we're always like expanding.
Exactly.
Now we got Toronto Jenny here dropping crazy penis
Nah,
stories.
That's right.
Toronto Jenny set it off today.
Yes,
I love that story. I
That
was thinking
story.
about the worst penis I have
I
seen,
was
and all
looking at
mine was a 1
whale
inch.
pictures with the blowhole trying to picture the penis.
yeah. With Jenny in Toronto, we're gonna need more penis stories in the future.
Yeah, you
No
gotta come.
Diddy.
You
Oh,
gotta bring
girl,
it,
Yeah,
Thigh
that
Fest.
one was a
What?
first for me. I got to give it to you, Jenny. That was a first for
Jenny. You
me.
gotta bring it because that was crazy, and I've seen some penises.
Oh,
Yeah.
I am full of stories, like the kidnap stories, dick stories, whatever, missing people stories. Like, got them all.
Mhm.
Yes, bring them on, sister.
Yeah, and then I'm telling you, I somehow have to like figure out how to make the old Lana stories like easily accessible because like they were kind of it's kind of one of those like you kind of almost had to be there, but in the perfect world I would like it would take a lot of work. It would take a lot of effort to like pull out all the old Lana stories, but like she had classic stories in the early episodes of our podcast.
Oh,
A
yeah.
classic missing person story. And it
Yes.
was like it was like a serial thing where it's like every week we would talk to Lana and she'd have like an update on the like missing person she was dealing with because like Jenny, just so you know, Lana she works kind of like with like an Airbnb, so that she deals with a lot of like crazy guests. So that's how she ran into like this weird missing person story.
Oh,
Exactly. And the big penis guy.
Yeah.
I'm all for true crime and all that creepy
Mhm.
shit. I would love all that stories.
Yes.
Yeah. So
We can't wait to hear more of yours now, Jenny. We can't wait.
Yes, on Fridays.
Yes.
yeah, Jenny, you're gonna have to be a regular.
I do nothing, so you'll be me and glass in my hand, vape
You'll
in my
enjoy
hand.
every bit of it.
True. All right, well, I feel like we did a fuck ton of content despite George not being here. So
Yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up as well.
yeah, we should probably wrap it up, everyone. I know George is excited, so we may do a bonus show tomorrow night. We'll see, but I feel like we did a lot tonight where it may not be necessary. We could just do the Sunday show, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
So I feel like I guess we should probably end it there. Thank you everyone to listen to 90 Fiance Fridays on a Friday. Thank you, Lana, Captain Piccard,
thank you
Coco,
guys.
Gossip Girl,
Thank
Jenny,
you.
Thank you, everybody. Enjoy your
Gina,
weekend.
Sasha, and everyone else. I guess we should end it there, right?
Yeah. All right, bye.
Yeah.
Take care, everybody.
All
Have a
right.
great weekend.
Thank you, everyone. This will be on Apple and Spotify tomorrow. Oh, and then join our Patreon to support us. And we'll be back Sunday night with George at the very least. And thank you, everyone, for listening.
All right, good night,
Whoop,
guys.
whoop.
Peace.